Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
You think he quit, or did he just get mashed up?
Chris said that he need a slap, bro. They need to slap. He never quit, bro. He got up, but he didn't want to fight on. He looked like he's content. His heart's not in boxing. I'd say that. I don't think he quit, right? And the reaction to the fans here were disgusted. What are they disgusted about? The man tried his best. He knocked the guy down. He knocked Berto down. Like would he knock Berto down? No, did Berto knock him down? Yeah, he knocked Berto down, and he was winning on scorecards. So you can't say he came in and just gave up. It's just that Berto better, innit? And Berto beat him. The better man won. And so why they have to go to that extent? And that whole card in the stub half was the best card of the night, bro. It was just action packed, all from the little guy getting knocked out. Chocolate, no, anyway, I can't pronounce Montiel getting flattened. Yeah, I still need to see the Eddie Chambers fight, but I heard I was watching it a bit, and my stream froze up.
It was horrible.
He lost, right? He lost. I really talked to him.
No damn punches.
See, you can give him a call, bro. If I was looking to give him a call and say, yo, Eddie, man, what happened, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro? Let's give him a call and say, Eddie, what happened? Yo, what happened there, bro? You know what I mean? It's not like
I tell you what, man. You see what's happened to Eddie?
Yeah.
When I first saw Eddie, most of the heavyweights weren't the size they are now. And, like, he was struggling then. Right? And, like, he's getting older. They're getting bigger. He's not getting faster. It's done.
You think the Furies bashed him up in the Furies, being with the Furies, but I took it out of him, bro. Like, just fighting media.
Remember in the interview, I asked him, why is he going over there?
Yeah.
I said, I don't see where you fit in there. I was like, when he said he's going to I said, where do you fit in there? That's where I wanted to know. I didn't understand it.
He got them ready. He got them ready for them to take over the world, didn't it? But he was looking like he wants to quit. He wants to allow, but he said he wants to allow it, innit?
The Fury.
Yeah, he said I believe him. I believe that.
Nah,
he does, bro. He does, man. Like I've talked to him. He was saying it off air when I talked to him, and now he's saying on camera. I have no doubts in my mind that he's probably gonna go in there and let Glad thump him up.
There's too much money.
He don't care, man. He looked like he'd done enough of them people. He thought he'd win the championship world and get credit. The only thing you understand is that you've been saying certain things in the press, and they're giving at you in this whole thing. He just wants people to leave him alone. Even when I was interviewing, he just wants people to leave him alone. I believe him wholeheartedly. He's gonna go in there, and then with Derek next week, bro. Some inside information on Derek, bro. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. I'm not gonna say it on air, but I'll tell you what, it does not look good, bro. Does not look good. I'm not happy with it. I want to tell people not to put their money if they think he's gonna win. Say that for now, bro.
Okay. Well, you'll reveal that to us when we jump off.
Yeah. That don't look good at all.
Yeah, you told me last night, Errol. Yeah.
DJ Boxing Live to you, Mr. Chris.
My bad. I keep forgetting we talk so much.
That's right, Chris. Yeah. So that inside information right there. And yesterday I was at the York Hall where Chris Eubanks, Nathan Banks Jr., Chris Eubanks' estranged son fought on the card. Also Ian Lewison fought on the card as well.
How did Ian do?
Bro, he knocked the guy in the first round, bro.
Damn.
The guy he fought went the distance with Dillian's comeback.
Is it?
Yeah, but the thing is, that guy coming into this fight got knocked out in the second round. Coming into this fight, and obviously Ian finished him in the first round. 3 knockdowns in the first round. But what happened is that I went to go check one chick here around East London. Innit? So get me. I got in my ticket, got settled. I thought, you know what? Even things. I talked to Don and them, man. They said the fight's gonna be at 9:30. I come back at least about 7:30, right? In the building. 7:30. I'm there in the building, right? Nah, sorry, it's at 8. As soon as I get in, I sat down the fight. I see the hands raised in the air. I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. And then I saw Eubanks. I didn't even know that was his son, bro. And the same thing. People say, if you see the video footage, you look like the guy that collapsed. It looked like the guy that's quit. It was like a fix, brethren. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
It's not a Eubanks situation. Because the guy's a new promoter, and I think their matchmaker matched them soft because he doesn't want the main guys losing. You know, like wrestling, you call them the smooth crowd, the jobbers. You put the jobbers in there just to get beaten up. And that's
What, it wasn't a Goodwin bill.
No, bro, it's a new guy. His name's Ian something. He's a new guy, like a new. He's a taxi driver. He's a new guy starting. So I liked it, bro. It was nice. It had a new MC, music in there, lighting. I actually liked it, bro. It's proper strict in there, the security. So I didn't have the access like I do. Bro, you know how when Beats when we go Goodwin. When me and Beats go Goodwin thing, we feel like we own the place, bro. Like, you go anywhere you want, up and down, this, that, the other, let you in the back, talk to the fight. This one was strict, bro. Couldn't do that. Everything was all strict. But the fights themselves, the players was plainly falling over like cards, man. Everyone's falling over. And that's why by the time I got in there, like the main event happened, everyone was like, what the heck? This thing was supposed to finish at 9:30. And I think because he's a new promoter, you know, like Goodwin do filibuster. So for a good example, say like a guy getting knocked over, he'll say there's an intermission, guys, come back in 20 or 30 minutes. Because to make sure it finished at a certain time. Yeah. So this one finished early because the fighters were getting knocked over. So on that respect, yeah, it was thing. But I tell you what, I thought it was very good. Like, it was really good. Lighting, you know, usually there's dark and thing. Nah, man, the lights are on. You could see things as well. I think it was really good. I put on a good show in terms of it's just the fighters themselves are getting rolled over. But talking about Eubanks Jr., like, he wants to fight Conor Benn. I think he took a picture of Conor Benn actually. Because they're in the same weight class. But Eubanks,
he's light welter, yeah.
Yeah, he's light welter, but he said he can come down to lightweight or whatever and fight Conor Benn. So,
but Ben's 140.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're in the same weight class. They're in the same weight class, so they could fight. But my opinion of the show was pretty good. But like I said, like the best card for me, like was the card in the stop off. The stop off. Something about me and Nato was talking about Israel Vasquez and Rafael Marquez back in the days when they had them fight. The something about in the stop off that the man's them cause the sun's on your back or something. The man's them come to fight, bro. And Montiel got a beating. I watched it. I was like, oh my. I said, there's no way he could have won that fight. That guy was fighting like Montiel stole his lunch at school or something like that. The man was coming out like a terrorist, bro.
That guy came out hard, bro.
Yeah, he came out hard. Like, he came out like Montiel was good. Montiel couldn't have done shit. He beat Montiel up like Montiel, like, how dare you even be in my weight class? And Lee Selby, bro. Everyone's thinking, bro, put this guy on Lee Selby. Lee Selby's in trouble. And also Uchiyama knocking at that guy in the week. Bro, we're thinking about, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. There's some new guys on the block, some new fresh bloods. Whether they can sustain it, whatever. But it's good, fresh air in boxing. And so Derek's fighting next week. And we've got some other cards in there. But it was a very good pack. I'm still catching up on the Darrell. What's wrong with bloody Darrell running up his mouth after the fight, yelling, and he had his phone on as well. I was looking like this guy was yelling at the guy talking to him like he won. He got knocked down. Bro, that guy's on the slide, bro. He got knocked down in that fight.
Yeah, he's on the slide.
I did say that, you know, like when I was doing my prediction, actually. I said he was on the slide, but I expect him to win. He needs to sit down, bro. Come and sit next down. He needs to sit down with me and Beats, bro, and do some commentary and chill, bro. Or do some commentary with me and Nauta. That guy needs to stop in the ring. There's nothing to prove. You know what I mean? You've had your world shots. There's nothing else in it at a certain point. You're just going to end there. You're going to get hurt like Montiel. The way Montiel went out, bro, Montiel needs to sit down or lay down and don't even get back in the scene, bro, in my opinion, you know?
Montiel got murdered.
Bro, no one needs to get beat like that in your life. The man beat him like a dog. He beat him bad. But you know what? Uchiyama got that beaten. Uchiyama got beat the same way, though. Uchiyama got that beat. If you're talking about...
it's funny, too, because they're both about the same age.
Yeah. Yeah, they're around the same age, isn't it?
Yeah. Uchiyama's 36. I think Montiel's 37, yeah?
The way they beat, if you're talking about, like surprise of the week, yeah, them two. And if you're talking about, I think you have to look too far with Berto and Ortiz, man. That fight, me and bro, I've got, like, from start to finish, when the fight started until the end. And, like, on my channel, whatever, check it out, yeah. All of us were in there, we was talking, I was talking that cash money shit on Natty. Me and Natty was going backwards and forwards. I had the scorecard, I was even putting rounds on before they even got in there to say that he was winning. I was winding Natty up. I was like, bro, me and Scorsese was just talking that, and then here it comes, bro. This guy gets floored. Now tonight he just goes crazy, bro. It kills him. Victor Ortiz, yeah, needs to sit down. He had a good career, but bro, this game is too tough. If you're getting beat by Berto's not necessarily a massive puncher in the division, bro. You need to sit down. That's a great win for Berto. What does Berto do now? Has anyone talked about that? Where's Berto gonna go from now?
Well, Del Boy said Spence.
Danny Garcia.
That's a good fight. I like that fight.
Del
Anyone
Boy
else?
said Del Boy said
Ortiz.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch between him and Guerrero, but that probably comes after he loses to Garcia.
Now, where's the echo coming from? Like, someone's echoing this. So go ahead, Beach. You can talk. I'll just move.
Yeah. Del Boy said to feed him to Errol Spence. That'd be interesting.
Errol Spence. You know what? Yeah, Eddie Hearn's for the. Hey. I'm talking to some people. Right? I tell you what, Eddie Hearn, yeah, he's been spinning the yards. What we say in England, yeah, he's been telling porcupines. That's Cockney Ram slang for lies, bro. He's been telling porcupines, yeah, I've been hearing on some of his interviews, personally, yeah, about certain things. Yeah, I know directly from sources I know, and he was saying about Errol Spence, people don't want it and stuff like that. And I actually believed him, but now because I know Eddie spills a lot of lies, that, bro, I don't know about that one, bro.
Yeah,
I think Errol Spence at this point would probably be a good fight for Errol Spence. And for Berto, where does Berto go? I mean, is it going to get him a title shot? What does Berto want to do with his career? Is he trying to go for the title? Does he make money with Floyd? What does he want to do with his stuff? What is he just fighting for the sake of fighting? What does he want to do? He ain't saying he wants a title shot or anything.
Well, was it Danny? Well, either Danny. I mean, Spence. It would be a big fight, though. It'd be a big fight.
He said he wanted to fight Danny on the interview today. He said he wanted the WBC.
I don't think Danny would want to fight him, though. Danny will look on Berto and say, why would I fight Berto? Like, why would I fight
Danny
Berto?
said they did the interview with Danny. Danny said he'll fight him, the winner.
Danny said he'll fight him.
Yeah.
Let's get it on then, man. I think, hey, listen, if he wants to fight him, I'm going to pick Berto in that one. I think I'll pick Berto in that one.
Nah.
I like Berto's. Berto's coming off a better competition, right? And then Danny's coming off some fights that arguably you guys think he lost against the Peterson fight and some other fights, right?
I thought he lost against Peterson.
Exactly. So he's coming
And
with
Herrera.
Exactly. So I'm going with.
What about? What do you see DeGale against Porky?
Yeah, he looked terrible. I had him in pound for pound. I have to take him out, bro. I have to take him out. Out. Who's calling me? 1 minute. Who's that? Oh, that's Boomer. Yeah. Like, he did out, bro. Get out of the pound for pound, bro. Not even at the bottom. That performance was awful. Against Porky Bacon, yeah, you can't even stop him, bro. Get out of it, bro. You need to sit down. And the thing is, yeah, he was on the back foot. He looked terrible. Like, we were saying, yeah, to beat Porky, you need to get him on Porky on the back foot. But the girl was just doing this thing, yeah. It reminded me of the time when he won the gold medal against the Cuban. You see that performance?
That was a horrible fight.
But that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of that, and that's why when he had his first pro fight, that's why they were booing him because of them sort of things, man. He's just when you're a world champion and you're looking right, he's been looking good, yeah, and he's good. Look, and it's like, why would you fight Porky anyway? You know he didn't have to fight Porky. It's like a step back anyway. But if you're gonna fight him, you have to stop Porky, bro. Don't mess around. How many people stop Porky anyway?
Well, Badou Jack, he's been stopped about 3 times.
Badou Jack stopped Porky.
Yeah, in 6.
Look at that. Look at what we said.
Gilberto Ramirez stopped him too.
Oh, he's in trouble, bro, and you couldn't stop Porky. Hearing that, he goes, I don't know what he's been taking. Listen, bro, you look weak, bro. He looked weak. Didn't he look weak, drawn up in the way, innit? Do you think he looked weak to me?
He looked weak, man. He looked weak.
Weak, man. He looked like, I don't know what they overtrained him, bro. I think he was overtrained. We had no power. Nothing, bro. He had nothing left in the thing. Nothing left. And he was on the back foot constantly, bro.
Yep.
You see what Porky did to his face, bro? His face was swell up, bro.
Porky beat him up, man. Like,
hey, let's put it out. You guys think Porky won the fight?
I thought it was a draw. I thought Porky it could have went either way, but I would have gave it a draw.
I thought Porky won it.
See, there you go. People were brave enough to say that's why they was getting booed. People actually thought Porky won the fight because he was on the front foot and he was landing bombs, bro. But I wasn't gonna be brave enough to put that out there. But I'm telling you, bro, I ain't gonna argue if people didn't. That's how bad he left it. So when you fight against them level opponents, bro, you need to dismiss them or don't fight them again. I tell you what, mate. But you know what? Him against Lucian Bute needs to sit down, bro.
I've got an idea. Put Porky in with Callum Smith. Let's see how he does.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I had mentioned Porky versus either one of the Durrell brothers or Bude too. You know, winner fight winner.
Yeah,
that's a good one, Beast. I like that one. I like that one very much. I actually think that's a good one. That's a good look.
Yeah. You know, let's see what Callum's made of. Because some people think he's ready, some people don't. I'm in between, but he's got to fight the likes of Porky. See, and this is where a lot of these British fighters get. I don't care if people get mad over Britain. This is where they get exposed because when a man's coming and throwing them left hooks to the liver, which they haven't seen because they ain't been to El Paso and seen that shit, right? Get lick up with left hooks to your liver after 7 rounds. We'll see how good you are.
Yeah.
We'll find that man punching your balls and keep doing it, and like that because Porky punched him in his balls a couple of times.
Yeah.
Porky fight rough because you hear what Porky's trainer said. Even if you have to fight dirty, that's what he said.
Porky was fighting like he was fighting like he was going for a world title. James DeGale was fighting like all I got to do is turn up and win the fight, and that was the problem. It's like I just need to turn up and win the fight. That's how he was fighting. It's lucky he never lost his title over in America. You know what I'm saying?
He was lucky. I don't get like he was lucky.
Yeah, like you got Al Heyman in the pocket that you're just gonna get decisions now because you don't even need to do anything. You need to stop that, bro. And that's what it was going on like. Going like say I just need to turn up and I'll just win the fight, bro. You need to put the work in and understand that. Like I don't know what Jim McDonald, don't know what they were thinking in their game plan. When he backed that Porky looked like he was doomed.
Porky fighting like a grizzly veteran. He's only 27, you know.
Yeah, but he's been in there with tough. They're throwing him in heavy, so he's got like, and he fought like a world challenger should fight for a world title. There's no doubt on my mind.
Yeah.
Came for it. You know what I'm saying? He brought the heat. Yeah, and then James DeGale was fighting like say he had entitlement. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm like from royalty now or something like that. And it's like you can't do that, and that's why he's dropped out of my pound for pound heavily because of that performance. But Badou Jack, another one. Badou Jack's, bro, he looked small against Lucian. Lucian Bute looked strong, man.
I didn't think Badou Jack looked that good. Like, I really mind. I thought he won.
Badou Jack looked good. Lucian Bute looked good, bro. Lucian Bute looked good.
I thought Bute took 5 rounds out of the fight. I don't get the fight.
There you go, man.
That's my opinion, though, but I know I'm in the minority. But
Bude is a tough customer. You know, another one that mix up that I wouldn't mind seeing. Have Bude fight Andre Durrell. Have Porky fight Anthony.
Yeah.
There you
go. Yep. See, Eddie ain't gonna pitch Callum in with none of them guys that we're talking about, though. Not yet. He's gonna try and get hometown advantage, and you know, and wait for a shot. But you see that guy Muhammadi he fought. No, them guys. I mean, listen, that's European level. European. That's what and that was when DeGale was sloppy. You know. So it looks good because the first guy who stopped him. But who's he fought? The guy ain't fought he ain't fought no Gilbert Ramirez. He ain't even fought a Porky.
Gilbert, I don't rate Gilbert Ramirez though, but he's just long and lanky. I think James DeGale stylistically be better, but I don't know if he just fought he's not that good. I'm gonna look good. I think he was hitting like he think Porky was on steroids. Because I don't know what he's been taking. You know what he was saying? That's what he was trying to make up.
I didn't think Porky would had that much stamina though. To be honest.
Yeah, but it's the whole title shot. It's the whole title, man.
Yeah, but he didn't stop for the whole 12. He didn't once take a backward step.
Yeah, but why would he win the championship? Why would he? Trying to feed his family.
So maybe he's just better than what I thought.
I don't know about James.
And they were saying in the commentary that he never used to be able to train full time, so you know this is a recent thing for him.
Yeah, see, told you. There you go. He changed for like a world title. I'm not gonna put 9 drugs on nothing, bro. I think He done a job on him, bro. I tell you what, he's lucky. The way James was backing up, like Porky was like a man beater. Like he was, I ain't gonna say he was running, but he was milling, or whatever Beast was like, he was on the move, man.
He was like a moth to light. Every time them ropes, he just wanted to rest on the ropes. I said, don't do that, because you're just gonna crash that left hook to your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I wasn't impressed with that. I think the card in general over there wasn't that good, man. I think the StubHub is the If there's any fights, they need to be in StubHub, bro. Look at the fight they had over there. They had Porter and Kelbert. That was a very good fight over in the StubHub. They've had great fights in the StubHub, man. I don't know what it is over there. But over there, I need to watch that whole. I can sit back and watch the whole card and feel comfortable. I don't. And it was that free. It was on free TV, right?
The Roberto, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was on Fox.
Exactly, free TV.
What,
and the ones that.
Not a Showtime, isn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No,
It was
Roberto Ortiz.
Oh that's free TV.
yeah,
Man.
free TV. Well, you people got their money's worth, man.
Yeah, that's what I was telling.
DJ, did you sorry that now? Did you see Rodriguez and Williams? Williams?
Yeah, I saw that fight as well. That fight was hilarious as well, bro. That fight was hilarious. You know, I thought Rodriguez was fighting like he's fighting still.
That was like a bar scrap. Sorry about that, Niall. What was you saying, bro?
No, I was saying that I was telling people in my comment section. I was saying that was a sports bar card. That's the card where you know how like you go into a sports bar or whatever, and they just have whatever channels on. They just have like random sports.
Yeah.
You know, because they usually don't have like all the cable channels. They just have like the regular TV channels, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the type of card that you'll probably just walk in, you'll see it, and people would be just probably wilding out seeing that. Because so many knockouts like that. I mean, those are the exact type of cards you want to have on free TV, where it's all action and
that card is sick. That's a good card.
The best. It's the best card of the year. That card is the best card of the year. So many knockouts and everything.
Yep.
I would have watched the whole of that card and get it.
The only one that didn't have a knockout was Washington.
The matchups were better. The matchups were really good, but they didn't live up to what they didn't live up to, because the thing is, people were fighting like someone stole something. The Sills and the Rodriguez, not the Sills, the Rodriguez fight and the Williams fight. I thought that Williams guy was duped after I seen him get beat up on ESPN. I thought, this guy's done. This guy ain't going nowhere. Where's he going in his life? Yeah, he's not going nowhere.
Campillo.
Huh?
You mean Campillo, when he fought Campillo?
Yeah, when he fought Campillo, I thought this guy needs to sit down, bro. But then listen, I think Natty picked him, or some other people picked him. But I didn't pick him. I didn't think he'll do that.
That's the guy that Teddy Atlas spoke to after he lost.
Yeah, he apologized to Teddy.
See, yeah.
I didn't think he'll do that. I didn't think he did. Didn't think he'll do that. I was very impressed.
The man leave the chin out like that, boy. Wow.
Yeah.
The chin wide.
I mean, really, the difference in that fight was Williams kept up his guard.
Yeah.
His guard high. I think that was really the difference.
He was swinging.
He was, but I mean, at least he had his gloves up, so even if he got hit, he was taking a little bit off of it.
Where's Truth at, man? You right? Beats. Hello?
Oh, it's Truth. Is he in the comment section?
I'm just asking. Did you invite him in?
I gave out the invites, man, but
I
didn't write them all down. So
that's right. Okay.
Let me see if he's there.
Truth is a man, bro. Truth in his word, bro. Now turn Truth. That one. I don't think there's nothing to get fired up, man. By the way, people listening, check out me and Naoto's commentary on the Uchiyama fight. Uchiyama versus Challenger Pereira, and we're doing a series on El Finito, Father Lopez, so you can check that out, man.
Yeah, that StubHub card, man, crazy, man, crazy. But Eddie, I don't know where Eddie goes from here, man. I don't know where Eddie goes.
Which one, Eddie?
Eddie Chambers, man.
Hey, you want to give him a call? So we call him a call. See what happened then?
This is gonna be depressing, isn't it?
No.
You can call him if you want. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'll call him. Let me call him. So let's get Eddie. Eddie, why you do that, Eddie? You know that it was an Eddie Murphy film, like, was it changing places or was it coming?
Yeah, Eddie was just swinging for the clouds, man. Like he was just like missing. He was like, oh man, I didn't like watching it, man.
I haven't seen this fight actually. I haven't seen the fight. Let me call Eddie.
That guy in Washington is terrible.
Alright, I'm calling Eddie now. I don't know if we're able to hear you, but I think you guys will be
You
able to
have
hear you.
reached the voicemail box of
Washington,
Sorry,
man.
that mailbox is full. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Washington 6'6". He looks like he's got a lot of mass. He's not fat. He's in good shape. And like
Eddie's turned off his phones, bro. Eddie's turned
yeah,
off.
of course he turned his phones off, man. Of course. You know what I mean, like that Washington, man. Like he shouldn't be running or milling. He shouldn't be milling from Eddie. He should be like keeping him at range, and he should be more aggressive, man. Way more aggressive. Eddie can't punch at heavyweight. Why are you not? So if you're not aggressive against Eddie, who is it you can be aggressive against Eddie?
The thing is, yeah, we were talking to him. The fight wasn't going to be televised. He didn't think the fight was going to be televised, but he got televised. He got televised there, bro. He was a main TV, bro. You got to do your thing. He didn't do anything. He looked like he was just in a spar. That's what I feel like the Fury being with the Furies. I'm not blaming the Furies, but bro, it looks like whatever's happened to him. He looked like he was in better shape when he was in the Furies, but I don't know what happened to him, bro. Couldn't say what happened to him. To be honest with you, just didn't turn up.
Man, they used Eddie, man. Eddie
was trying to use them as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Of course, yeah. I'm not
didn't
saying
work out.
Yeah. What happened was one person got better usage out of the deal. That's just life, right? But they picked out, they looked at Eddie and said, look, Eddie ain't all that, but he's got all the moves. They learned all that Eddie's shit from Philly and stuff like that. He was practically training Fury. You know what I mean?
What do you think about Huey talking about the Furies, about the Huey against that Cassie guy? What happened there?
Well, they keep saying he was flat, but I didn't see it, but he didn't look good. And he got cut badly. A bad cut.
Yeah, I saw the cut. It was quite deep, isn't it?
It's not good that you're getting cut at this level here, man, like that. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. At this level here, you need to be leveling guys out like that, right? Because the longer you stay in the ring, you're going to get cut. You get cut, you get bruised, or, you know what I mean? Knocked down. Like, that's why at this level at heavyweight here, you've got to get rid of these guys. If you're going to be a serious prospect, that guy ain't going 4 rounds with Joshua, Cassie.
No,
I don't think so.
Nah. Joshua looks like the real deal, man.
Yeah. And people are telling me that Huey Fury could beat Joshua, well, I don't know about all that. I don't know where these people get these theories.
Huey said he wants to fight. Who does he say he wants to fight? I think
He wants to fight Wilder. He'll take the fight right away.
Listen, bro. He said
Joshua. He said Joshua. He'd take the Joshua fight right now today.
Leave that alone, bro. So the Fury's going to be dominating heavyweight boxing soon, yeah?
That's what you said.
You think so, bro?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's.
They should start stepping him up against maybe like a Spilka, something like that.
Spilka's a tough guy, man. He's not no joking. Spilka ain't no walking the park, man.
No, he's not. He's not.
The Eddie Keemers and Washington fights already on Daily Motion, by the way.
I'll tell you what then, you see, if everyone's saying he's better than Wilder right now, okay, we'll put him in with Duhaupas. Or Molina. One of them guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to show it.
Yeah, that's right. Because I tell you what, he ain't knocking neither of them out in 5 or 6. He ain't getting none of them out there early.
Fernando Montiel, man. What a beating. They've got it on Daily Motion yet now, Tom. They've got the whole thing. They got the whole thing in Daily Motion, by the way, people. The whole thing. That fight went so quick, I don't even know what happened. You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of Lloyd Hunnigan, Russian Nova, and this while the guy was still down.
Oh, Johnny Bumpers.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. The way you bust that dude, the way you bust out, he being like a bum. Do you know that? So he's an elite world fighter, you know. He's not no bum. You can't do that. You can't do that to Fernando.
He manhandled it. He manhandled it.
He beat Montiel like Montiel was a garbage. Like if you look at that shit, look at that guy. That guy's a it's true now. So the guy's a free world champion. He just gave people the business, and he walked over and beat him like a. And that guy I never heard of. He beat Montiel like Montiel was garbage, and then Montiel was good. He sold me the business. Like boxing, I don't understand boxing.
Well, listen, man. Like that guy there, from what he looked like a young Durant. That's what he looked like, a young Durant. That's why I equated it to. He looked good. I seen Montiel complaining when he got hit in the back of the head. He didn't know what was hit. He was getting bugs up from all angles, man. He was getting beat up.
I've never liked it. Let me say something. This copy and Daily Motion beats. This copy and Daily Motion is HD quality.
Oh yeah. Send that through. Send that one through.
Oh, this copy is like glass.
Nice.
But listen, it was a great week of boxing, and so much to talk about. Even when we made a prediction on Wednesday, and everyone was like, "Oh man, why are we even doing the Japanese card?" That's why we do the Japanese card, man. Uchiyama getting knocked out by Jazz Rule. Now I'm gonna be honest. This Jazz Rule might be the real deal. This Jazz Rule. Yeah, I'm only 24 years old. He's well prepared from Panama. Bro, he might be the real deal. And the thing is, he's probably willing to go to America and fight whoever. He's not going to hold the belt hostage.
You look good, man. Good.
I like this Jazz Rule. I like this Jazz Rule. Uchiyama, we now some talk again that he's gone into retirement. Bro.
Well, what's left there? What's left for him now, man? I don't know. I mean, he's been successful already.
I know, but that's you can't just do that. You just gonna come back. You can't go out like that. Terrible. You can't go out like that. That's your legacy, bro. How can you just go out like that?
I wasn't invited to go back in with that guy.
Yeah,
not straight away. Anyway.
Nah, he has to. You have to. Why are you going? You have to. That's why Klitschko, give him credit or not, yeah. Where's he gonna go? He has to go and fight him. He has to go fight him.
You see what happened with Klitschko? I think Klitschko felt obligated he had to do it. I don't think he really wants to fight.
No, I agree with you. You have to for your legacy, though. For your legacy, you can't. What about Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson never rematched Buff Douglas. That never happened. Should have went back in there. How many people would have favored Mike Tyson at that point? I would have favored Mike Tyson.
Man, I don't know, man. See, the thing is, Buster Douglas has got a better jab than Razor Ruddock.
Well, Buster Douglas, but Buster's even now, yeah, Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. That should never happen in your life, mate. In anyone's life, it did. If it hasn't, it's fine. But in your lifetime, that should never happen. A Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson, please. Even thinking about it, people need to slap themselves. It happened, though.
I tell you what, man. I was shocked that Tyson lost. I was shocked. But I knew Bud Douglas wasn't as bad as everyone was saying beforehand. I knew that.
Fair enough. But that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. So things should happen.
Boy, once two men put on gloves, EJ.
Yeah.
Then, like, if you're up for it, you know what I mean? Then that's all that counts.
Yeah.
Your reputation don't mean. You see that Lara? He didn't give a fuck about Montiel's reputation. He just had man. He said, "Old man, get out of my way."
He didn't know talk. Yeah, no respect.
That's what it is. You didn't show no respect to him at all.
He beat him like the guy did something.
Well, that's the type of mentality I think more fighters really need to have. That's the type of mentality that Corrales had going in there against Uchiyama.
Yeah.
And I mean, shoot, that was pretty much the mentality that Maidana had against Floyd.
Yeah, that's right. That's
really what more fighters need. I mean, shoot, that was also the mentality that Estrada had when he went in and fought Valoria. over in China. No, he was supposed to lose that fight. That was supposed to be an easy fight for him. He went in there and whooped his ass.
See, that's the thing, man. Like when you're boxing, don't study someone's reputation or what you heard.
Yeah.
You can't study that.
That's the easiest way to get intimidated.
Yeah. If you study what you've heard, then you're in trouble. You can't fight what you've heard. You can only fight what's coming at you.
But don't you think, like with James DeGale, like complacency with James DeGale, he's earning nice money, and the thing is, boxers usually fight for money. He's earning nice money, but James DeGale already, would you say like he's on the slide? Or you giving a benefit?
I think he disrespected Porky. I think he underestimated Porky. I think, a lot of people saying, yeah, you're the man, you're a champion, and all that stuff. And he was saying, when he was saying, I'm going to knock Porky out in 4 or 5, I said, boy, maybe, but, you got to always prepare you got to be like Hagler. Hagler prepared for everyone like he was challenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You got to take this shit seriously. With too much mouth and flashy shit, man. See, that's the thing. He's been fighting around that American thing, and like some of that, people get up themselves, man. Sometimes, you know.
He was coming with that entitlement, bro. He was coming with that bullshit entitlement, you know. And that's the way I came off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullshit entitlement, man. You can't be doing that shit, bro. James DeGale, I don't think he won over America, though. I don't think he won over American fans, though. I think, and the thing is, that's why you go to America. You go there to get that respect, and you go there to win over fans. So you got the whole fans booing you.
The decision over Durrell wasn't particularly popular. I mean, the one over Bude was a little bit better, but this one against Medina was real unpopular. You know, he was getting booed like crazy.
But I think it was Medina's fans really booing him. Medina actually brought a lot of people out there. He must have paid for tickets and. He probably sold it, man. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. He's fighting for a world title. Why would he not, like, come in and say, yeah, you know what? This is for a world title. I'm going to just try my very best, you know?
And in all truth, man, Medina deserves a rematch. He deserves a rematch.
Ah, come on. No, that's not happening.
I'd like to see it again. I'd like to see it again. I'd like to see him deal with the pressure, the body attacks better than that. I'd like to see some improvements. Then he can go fight Jack. What's the point of fighting Jack and, like, you don't even know how to deal with a body attack?
A bit hard. It's a bit hard for a rematch, but I like him against bro, I like Medina. Look, I've become a fan of Medina, Porky. I'm not poking him no more. I'm not making jokes with him no more. I actually see
yeah.
real life vicious dude. And you can see why he knocked out. But see, this is with Badou Jack, yeah? Badou Jack was having trouble with Bute. You see, Bute has lost his dynamic. He's lost his, like, he used to have quicker hands, and his hands they can hit harder. He's still got the power. But he just old, man. That's all I can see. He looks old in there. He looked old in there. And Badou Jack looked terrible as well. That fight was okay, but the two of them was fighting at a serious low level, man. It wasn't like, oh, man. Maybe, hey, it wasn't that good.
Badou Jack is one pace.
That was Showtime. That was Showtime. You know that whole card and sub card? The sub card should have been on Showtime. That's what should have happened.
Yeah. Badou Jack's okay, but I didn't think he was as good as some people were saying yesterday.
Badou Jack.
I did say he was one pace in the post. He's good.
Badou Jack looked at Charles Martin, didn't it?
Man, if DeGale can get back to the fundamentals, he beats Jack. He will beat him. He has to get away from all this Hollywood shit and this flashy shit.
Hey, anyone see that Phil Jackson?
Yeah, versus what's his name?
Versus
Benavidez?
David Benavidez.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
Yeah, man, Benavidez hammered him. I mean, that was another one where he went in there, took care of business quick, knocked him out in 2.
Was that a knockout?
Yeah, he knocked him out. He knocked Phil Jackson out face first.
Oh shit.
What's that, MMA?
Nah, the same thing. I put it here on the
it was a swing bout that they had. It was a swing bout that they had after Edwin Rodriguez.
Yeah. The card went quick.
Yeah, that was the one I mentioned earlier. Beats that's Jose Benavidez' younger brother.
Okay.
Super middleweight prospect, the 19-year-old.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the Truex versus Andy Jarrell. Actually, Andy Jarrell is that Andy Jarrell knockout Truex, isn't it?
Yeah.
First round.
That's what you do, man.
Yeah.
So you do, bro. You just saying deal with the jobbers. You deal with the small fry. You deal with them appropriately, man. Don't mess them around.
That's right. You're not supposed to let that level hang around like that, man.
Don't let them hang around. Don't let them get no confidence. You have to just do them up, bro.
That's why they like, Gerald Washington, man. You need to put some heat on the shots, man. Come forward and, I mean, what the fuck?
Well, it looks really bad for the heavyweight to be the only guy that didn't get a knockout on a card fight.
Or even if you didn't knock him down, he was supposed to put a beating on Eddie. You're not supposed to be picking off little shots and moving around the ring, man. I mean, like, he's got a big, long reach. He's got a big, long reach. You can pin that guy on the ropes, right? And when he comes in, time him with crosses and upper. You don't need to be moving like that. It's too big.
Yeah.
He can step around the guy and get your punches up, but he's not flying around the ring.
I don't watch the Eddie fight. Eddie knocked off his phone and everything. I don't know what was going on. What was going on in that? I don't know. You need the right trainer to put it into you. Like, Eddie Mr. Big should have been in his corner telling Eddie, what the heck you doing here? He tried harder against Tavisha Uno than he tried in this one.
He's too small, but see, I was telling Natty, man, he moved back down to cruiser, and then his speed is negated because them guys are quick. Cruiserweights are quick, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's too big for cruiser though.
Listen, man, that Glasgow and them guys, you can't fight him. I mean, and he doesn't even punch harder that way. He won't. His punches won't be no harder at cruiser. Because that's what everyone thinks. So if I move down to cruiser, my punches would be harder. No.
What do you reckon? Eddie, maybe Eddie should just do some commentary work and just sit down.
Yeah, man. Eddie, I mean, he has to go in some real estate.
You think he should sit down and...
Yeah.
You really sit down and just call it a day, yeah?
Or train. He could be a good trainer, probably.
He'd be a good trainer.
He's really knowledgeable. He's a nice guy and stuff in boxing, but he ain't getting it, bro. He ain't making it.
Nah, he's not. It's too much for him. I'll tell you, if they match him right, like a Mansoor Eddie Chambers fight might be nice because they're both similar sort of dimension. They're not huge heavyweights. So you got to match these guys. You know, that's what they should do in the heavyweight division. They should have a tournament for the under 6 foot freeze. I mean, that'd be a good tournament, man.
Yeah. Mansoor, Cunningham, and Tarver though.
Yeah.
Cunningham 6'4" though.
You think 6'4" limit, yeah?
Yeah.
But he's small heavyweight though, still.
6'4" limit, yeah.
I got Ian Lewis and fighting on YouTube. I'll put it on the thing like, bro, I missed it myself. He knocked this dude out like a potato, bro. But yeah, but you know, the heavyweights is the heavyweights. It's just natural. Look at girls. Even girls around 15, 13 these days, they look bigger. The whole world's got bigger. People eating, they put steroids in the food. Everyone's bigger these days, so it's like you can't.
I walk the streets and I see kids taller than me everywhere, and it didn't used to happen. There's kids, 6 foot girls everywhere, man.
Yeah. 6 foot girls everywhere. Big, everyone's the world's got bigger, man. The world's got bigger, man. There's some big things. So he's just caught in the wrong era, maybe. It's just the wrong era. Back in the days, he would have been a big guy. He would have been like a Sonny Liston guy.
Listen, he'd have been a fair size heavyweight just a few years back, man. But you know, like guys like Gerald Washington, we see them all the time. See, I remember when Mike the Giant White came out, and Michael Moore knocked him out. Everyone, you huge, man. He was about 6'9", but okay, that is big. He's about 6'8". But if he came around today, like no one would really care.
He'd just be another guy.
Yeah, he'd just be another guy. He's another big guy. Another one coming next week. How tall is Joseph Parker?
Joseph Parker needs to sit down, bro.
What, like 6'4", 6'5"?
fighting Taka minutes next. Yeah.
He needs to sit down, bro.
You don't rate him, no?
Bro, he ain't got no chance against Joshua, bro. Joshua's beating up all these undefeated guys. Look, I'll be honest with you, this Dominic guy, yeah, he's been knocked down by Mansour a couple of times, but the man kept getting up. See, people lay people bum. So, the bum is a person, you want to sue the Eubank fight, a man that's got hit with one punch and he hit the deck and you try and get up, yeah? The bum is this guy, Dominic, kept on fighting on, bro. He ain't no bum, he'll keep fighting on. He's got the fight. All he's got to do is train like he's training for a heavyweight championship world. Land one.
Man, listen.
You never know.
Listen, don't put. See, this is what I'm saying. Look at Joseph Parker. 6'4", 76-inch reach. He ain't getting nowhere. He's getting with that 70-inch reach. Listen, he's getting beaten up. Some of them beat him up.
Dave, hey, you know what we think about Joshua, yeah? Everyone reckons Joshua could beat Fury, but whenever I mention David Hayes, people, everyone I've talked to, leave that alone, mate. Everyone says that, bruv. I haven't got no one saying, yeah, Joshua will knock out David Hayes. If you ain't got no sense in your head, I don't hear no one telling me that, bruv, that Joshua's beating up Hayes. They got him beating Fury, but they ain't got to beat him.
That doesn't make sense. How does that make sense, though?
What?
That he can beat Fury and can't beat Hayes.
Because Fury's been knocked down by Conor.
Yeah, and who's Hayes been knocked down by?
Klitschko. Now he ain't got knocked down by Klitschko. He got beat up by he got mashed up his toe by Klitschko.
Carl Thompson knocked him down.
That was when he was cruising.
So, I think Marty Barrett got a knockdown.
You disagree with the statement?
Yeah, Barrett did.
Yeah.
Why you disagree?
Listen, man. Listen. When David Hayes sees that 6'6" dude, throwing hard lever at him, he's gonna be on his bike.
So let's get it right.
Hard.
Please, let's get it right, yeah? You're picking Joshua against David Hayes, is that right? Out here,
Look. All McCracken or whoever's training has got to do is get him to come forward behind that jab, and David Hayes done. Couple body shots and work him over and pressure him off. He's done. He ain't winning nothing. He's done. But after 6 rounds, fight's done.
Yeah? Why would I do that?
Sit on your stool and braid your hair. It's done.
I don't like it, man. I don't like Joshua.
I'd put him in there in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
You put him in there, but you put him in there to win, or you just putting him in there?
To stop him within 6 rounds with no trouble at all.
Honestly, I think David Hayes actually even biding his time right now, because he's gonna fight on this card with Shannon Briggs, then he's gonna fight Briggs, and he's to me he's kind of delaying that fight.
I don't see how anyone sees that he can beat Anthony Joshua. I don't get it.
Push speed.
I don't get. What's the full speed gonna do?
And Joshua's touching the most, man.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
They don't listen to us, guys. Just fight up, bro.
I'll tell you what. Go. See what you need to do, right? Right. Go and look at the stats. Go check the reach advice. What's the reach differential?
He's quick up, right? I don't know,
What's he gonna do? He's quicker than Klitschko.
Who's quicker than Klitschko?
David Hayes.
I think Klitschko's quicker than Joshua, though. Klitschko got more coverage than Joshua, though.
Yeah.
To me, But I agree with you. And I agree with you, Joshua. Easy get this shit out of here with the size, but it's a matchup you just can't look past. Like David Hayes has no shot. That's a young man in there, man.
I know beats.
All I can say, I want to see the matchup. I want to see how David Hayes gets out of there beating that. I just want to see how he does it.
But what the hell is he doing wasting his time with Shannon Briggs? What the hell is that about?
That's a good fight.
Listen. If he's that dangerous like you, why is he fighting these guys here?
Well, David Hayes makes people around beats.
Listen, David Hayes is sniffing around for a little paycheck and...
he keeps folding up the place, man.
Look. He saw. You cannot beat none of the elite big guys. Just look at the black. He can't beat them. All they've got to do is put a heavy jab on that guy, and it's done.
Maybe don't. Joshua don't fight like that. Joshua don't fight like that.
Well, what does he fight like then? He's gonna come behind. He walk my guy down behind the jab. What's he fight like?
Nah. I got David. Listen, if you disagree, fine. I got David.
The same guy could.
And a lot of people.
Listen, it was the value of the fight. A lot of people had value of winning. Value of
Well, of course, he was 7 foot, bro.
So what?
7 foot.
I think Joshua's going to beat David Haye because David Haye is going to do the same thing. He's not going to engage. He ain't going to get past his jab neither.
He was running from Derek Chisora in the early. He made no
not have a Klitschko jab. He does not have a Klitschko jab.
Well,
he is not.
he has a quicker left hook than Klitschko that he can flip with.
Klitschko jab.
Yeah, it's Klitschko jab. Klitschko jab.
Klitschko.
Oh, bro.
Klitschko jab, bro.
I respect it.
Listen.
The Klitschko
jab. Joshua comes forward with his jab. He goes forward with his jab.
Those ladies are beauty, bro.
I respect Joshua. I do, man. I do. But I think that movement is a hell of a fight. And he going to cut that ring down.
What are you going to do? Run out the ring?
No, he got to pick his feet up and cut it. And I don't know if he can do that.
Nah, his pinky toe going to get hurt.
I don't know if...
Listen,
okay.
When you're running the speed right like that, you can't throw no heavy punches.
Hey, you see the chat? Yeah, you could have chat. They're rinsing it out, bro. Come on.
Yo, this ain't the welterweight division. David Haye can move around and throw a punch that can get you out of it.
Who's he did that against? Who's he did that against?
And that bodybuilder that he just fought in his last fight? Or
Oh,
was he a
Martin. How long
for
did he
weightlifting?
Come on, man.
I think it's, I mean, I feel like you just.
I tell you what, right? I tell you what. Go look at his last title defense against John Ruiz, and look how tired he is after the fight. Look how tired he is. Joshua would have got that Ruiz out of there in 3 or 2.
Joshua would have done the Ruiz with David
Ruiz is a tough dude there, man. Bro, who's handled John Ruiz like that? David Tua? David Tua is the only one who done it like that.
Yeah, David Haye would give Wilder and Joshua problems, man. That's not the fight you take right now.
David Haye, listen, man. Any of them big heavyweights, right? Beat David Haye. Any of the big guys, right, who are about it, who are serious, they beat David Haye. David Haye's days were done in the smaller heavyweight generation. He doesn't do nothing in this generation. He doesn't do anything.
I would hate for you to be advised in the fight I'm training because I wouldn't want to see David Haye right now. I would.
What are you basing it off? What's it? All right. What is it you're basing it off? What's he did that's making him so scary? You tell me.
All right. Let's look at Wilder Spilker. Let me look at Wilder Spilker. Spilker gave that movement that David Haye could give with much more power.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Stop.
Yeah, man. Out right now.
What power? What's he keep talking about? Where's this power? I've seen.
Come on. Come on, man. David Haye don't got power.
Who against? You keep saying power, but you never said no name. Power. That's why you power.
I'm not, if we don't got to go there, we know he got it. We know it's there.
Who against?
Against, bro. These movies on it. Who against, bro? Listen, a lot of people are picking David Haye over. That's it, mate. You're not. That's it. It's not more into it.
I tell you what, right? 2 of them right crosses that listen. David Haye was struggling against Charles Martin. He struggled against Charles Martin.
Well, I'll give you that. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Hell no.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Man, you look at Wilder and Haye sparring, man. Straight Haye is good.
When I fight it, there's no argument there. I fight disagree.
Yo, please, you look at Wilder and Haye sparring, putting licks on Wilder, life-changing licks on him.
That's what you guys think when you guys have been underselling Wilder all the time. I tell you what, let's wait until Let's
Like,
wait until he fights someone 6'6" or 6'7".
okay.
And let's see what he does. Let's see what
I
he does.
don't, no, I don't want to see him. I don't want to. I'd rather see Povetkin than David Haye right now for Wilder. I promise you. I don't want Wilder to lose. I'd rather see Povetkin than David Haye right now. That's just me. That's just me.
I tell you what, Wilder's improved since that them sparring sessions we saw, and that was edited as well. You know what I mean? That was edited.
But still, some life-changing shots wobbling them legs,
I
man.
mean, it's entirely possible that Wilder was whooping his ass the entire time, and then Haye landed like 2 good shots. You know?
True, it is, but it don't look like it. I mean, he was wobbling them with sparring gloves on, bro. Headgear. Hey, that dude ain't no joke, man.
That was David Haye who edited that film.
Yeah, it was.
If Wilder's team edited that film.
It was David Haye that landed that punch, too.
Yeah, but if Wilder edited that film, it would look different, wouldn't it? It would look different.
Look, I can agree to disagree. I just rather see different opponents than David Haye right now. That's just.
We just saying that if they matched, I'm going with. Look, if it's the kid thing, good on him. I'm thinking David Haye right now. If they fought right now, David Haye is going to give him the business. That's it. If you don't think so, you don't. But I tell you what, a lot of people feel that. Like, I believe he beat Fury, but he ain't missing the thing, bro. Like, I think he can leave that one alone in my
I
opinion.
tell you what, right? I tell you what.
Hey, go on, mate.
Did you see Haye versus Orly Harris? How long did it take Haye to throw a punch against Orly?
Orly Harrison was scared of him, bro.
And Haye was scared of Orly. They didn't throw a punch for about 2 rounds, neither.
It's a different time. A different time. Different time pieces, man. No pieces on it, you know. It's not a people. Listen, mate. I'm going with Fick.
I got in a lot of trouble on that other show over there, man. They kicked me off the line. I got in so much trouble over there, man.
Well, what did you say?
I pissed one of them boys off telling them that Lomachenko is full of shit with them bullshit offers that they keep talking about. Them maybe if you do, you know, tomorrow we can speak about it. We can have a drink at the bar in a week if you do. Like, I got sick of that shit, and I don't think them legit offers. I think that's a price yourself out move to have 6 fucking fights and a loss and to ask for a bigger purse. That's pricing yourself out if I ever seen it. And they try to make it okay because the other dude is getting a career high payday. Shit, he could have an even bigger career high payday. And what they gonna do? Rob him again? I pissed them off over there. Kicked me out.
What? They kicked you out? They blocked? What they?
I got on there. I had an argument with, I think it was James. Yeah, James and Mario. And Mario and Casual was like, okay, I agree with him, James. And James can't let it go. He lost. So I get back on the line. I'm listening to the show. I haven't checked my email yet, so I don't know I got a link, but I got kicked out, like basically it muted me somewhere down the line. I didn't hit nothing no more. I was on hold. So I'm like, man, like, you know, like telling the truth, it hurt. It hurt. He priced this stuff out with Rigo too. He did the same shit. I seen a video exposing both his weak ass deals to them people, man. I like the guy, but you're not finna sit up here and get away with that's pussy shit. But this dude's 6-1 right now, and they treat him like an A-side. By the time he 11-2. Or 10-2, they gonna be treating him like TBE. Then he gonna be fucking 15-3, and they gonna treat him like a fucking Hall of Famer. You know, like, I don't know. Is that how it go? Crazy.
Well,
I don't know.
he hasn't. They say what they want that. He hasn't done shit there. He's just got one victory against Gary Russell.
2 weeks in a row you've been kicked out of Scorsese, man. They've been kicking you out 2 weeks. They done you.
Why the hell is Walter's fault? No, Nito fucking Donnell. Left hook from fucking hell. He got hurt in the fight. Lomachenko can't even punch. Why he scared of Lomachenko? Come on, makes sense, man. Makes sense. You know? Makes sense. That's all I'm asking. We can't have boxing conversation. He compared Lomachenko to fucking who did he compare? Andre Ward. He compared Lomachenko to Andre Ward.
Who did?
You just said you were talking to a casual fan. So
No, James. The James.
James is a casual fan as well, man. They're all casual.
Oh, he compared.
Beeb's the real Beeb's the real deal, man. What
I don't know what James is, but he sounds like, you know what I mean?
He's just a great love. Where's the Beebs? The Beebs. The Bees.
I lost it over
B.
there.
I gave Beav a list, but Beav ain't come. Beav's over Winnie's.
I lost it, man. I snapped the fuck out over there.
Eddie Chamber.
That guy James sounds like a mad person about he's comparing Roma to who did you say? To Andre Wood. Really?
Right? He said Andre. He said because Andre Wood offered Triple G money. No, he said because Lomachenko offered the money first, that means no doubt.
Wait a minute. Yo, T, why the fuck are they talking about Lomachenko in the first place with all the great fights that just happened this weekend?
I mean, no, we had an argument about it last week, me and him.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
then,
that's what I'm saying. He got it last year.
and then he mentioned it again like he was right while I was on the line. I was like, no, you ain't getting away with that shit, bro. That shit's itching my skin, man. And you're right, we had some great fights, but that bullshit is that bullshit.
No, of course. I mean, if they bring it up, that's them. But I'm just saying, like, I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute, hold up.
Man, you know what?
Y'all are gonna talk about a diva who didn't even fight recently, who's not gonna fight for a little while, and you're gonna overlook all these other fighters who put in work. That's garbage to me, and they do that way too often.
Yeah.
It is crazy, man. No, like I don't know. Bottom line is they can say what they like, Lomachenko. They ain't really done much. It's 6 fights and 1 decent win, 1 good win, I'd say. Very good win. That's it.
It wasn't a knockout either. You can't punch. The fuck is Walker scared of?
I don't think Waters is scared of him, but they will try to pay him $300,000.
Well, it's crazy to say that a fighter is scared of somebody too.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Bro, no need to them got 10 pounds of power, bro. If they ask me if you want to fight Nonito or Lomo can bring that shit on. Nonito not hit me with that left hook. I don't give a shit if he is 130 pounds. He ain't hit me with that left hook.
You ain't a boxer. You're a boxer.
I'm just saying if I had my choice between them two.
Hey, you still want to fight Roy Jones for that change, innit?
10 years, man. 10 years from now, we can do it.
I told him about it. He still thinks he got a shot against Roy Jones.
Leave Roy alone, man. Leave Roy alone.
Even in 5 years' time, Roy Jones will take the chin out, bro. I told you.
100,000. I'm gonna tie him up. We gonna have a good old rumble in that motherfucker. I'm not gonna give my game plan away. He gonna pick me, man. I'm seeing the future. He gonna pick me one day.
Hey, please, let's talk about it. That guy, Malinga, Badou, whatever his name, he's fighting Tony Bellew. Tony's gonna get knocked out in his hometown, bro.
What is that, next week?
No, that's not. It's a couple of months, bro. He's gonna get knocked out, bro. He's fighting that beast, bro. That beast in the cruiserweight division, bro. That guy's a. And the thing is, yeah, I still haven't seen that fight. Do you know that? It was in South Africa, and I still haven't seen that fight.
Well, the Machuno fight. No, it's not online.
Nah, it's not.
I saw the Glenn Johnson fight. That's the one I did see. He stopped Glenn Johnson. Yeah.
You know, boy. The fight's no that Malinga guy, all of the Glenn Johnson, but that's it. But Tony Bellew hasn't got much footage to go with it, much footage to work, you know.
So why do you think they picked him then? The Eliminator.
Yeah, it's eliminated for the vacant WBC belt.
Well, they ain't got no options, man. They probably ain't done their homework, though.
Tony, though, I don't think Tony deserves it, though. I don't think Tony's done it to deserve it, really, truly.
It'll be a good fight, though.
Amachunu's gonna take him to. Amachunu's become like listen, bro. It's much harder than Stevenson. Much harder than Stevenson, you know. Much harder than Stevenson.
You think so?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does. He might be the African dude who knocked out the undefeated Russian Hammer. The Mentry, whatever his name is. Knocking him up.
Oh, Dorodola.
Yeah, Dorodola. That's right. Dorodola, the Nigerian dude, knocking out the Dimitri, whatever he was. You know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're Mentry.
Yeah.
He's harder than him.
Yeah, them guys punch hard, man. Punch hard.
Hey, that Fury is sounding up. That John Fury is sounding off the mouth again. Well, it doesn't. We've got a video. Big John Fury live again. Sounding off. I want my son to lose. To me, bro.
Did you hear what Peter Fury said about Fred Cat? Something like he's from Cameroon.
He said, what did he say about what?
He said something about Fred Cassie. He said I can't remember. I didn't see the fight.
He said that he got robbed against Areola and that other dude because he's from Cameroon.
That's what he said, is it? So,
He's from he was born in. I think he was born in Cameroon. He's from New Orleans. Isn't he?
Yeah. He was born in Cameroon, right, and he lives in New Orleans.
But it was like what he said against Charles Martin, isn't it? Like, yeah, this typical guy from Queens. Oh dear, man.
is it something since Louis in it?
Hey, what y'all?
Yeah.
Y'all think we're gonna lose the PBC over here?
What's that?
Y'all think we're gonna lose the PBC over here in the States?
Did anyone understand what he says?
Say that again.
I said, do y'all think that we're gonna lose the States, man?
You keep slurring, bro. The PBC.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Hatman done a great video though because Eddie Hearn was chastising the business model of the PBC, saying that they need to do less cards, put on better fights, and it's not sustainable to pay the fighters. So
Eddie Hearn can't talk. Eddie Hearn said that. Eddie Hearn needs to shut up.
Yeah.
Eddie, bro. Eddie.
Man.
Come on, the cards Eddie's putting.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn got no place to say some shit like that.
Oh, bro, nah, he got no place to say nothing. Some of the undercards he been putting on recently, bro, like he got no place to be in one of the people regard Eddie as one of the top promoters in the world, not just in England, in the world, bro. Some of the cards he's putting on, like Frank Warren, no one really cares about him. Like he's not really a top promoter in terms of the world scene, but Eddie's regarded as the world, one of the top promoters in the world, and he's putting on. Bro, some of the fights he puts on, I'll be honest with you, like the main events have been the main events, but the undercard, like whoever put that PBC undercard, yeah, that PBC card together, like even you, Big, you were saying about Ortiz and Berto, I'm not gonna watch it, but you know what, I'm gonna watch it, I can't resist it. You know, bro, whoever put that card on was what they gave what the fans wanted to see.
yeah, that's it.
They gave the fans what the fans wanted to see, bro. They wanted to see knockouts, man. They want to see bloodbaths. They want to see people getting off the deck coming back. That's why I don't understand why that guy got Ortiz. I think it was more because what he did in his past career, not because of that performance. That performance, what he did, was good. It was a good sane game plan. It's just that he got caught, bro. Got caught. But he quit. Now you will say he quit. I don't think he quit, man. I don't think he quit. I mean, what? I mean, look exactly what happened. Did he get up and shake his head and say, I don't want no match? He didn't do that. Did he walk off like Roberto Duran? He didn't do that either.
He's got beaten, man. He just got beaten.
Yeah, he got beaten by a better man.
Yeah.
But remember, Ortiz was the one who took his undefeated record. You know?
Yeah, I asked that because, man, I want to know, like, I know y'all probably watch boxing a little earlier in time, like, but any other time you've been spoiled with so much boxing, though, I never feel like I've seen so much boxing I've been spoiled with, and that shit leave, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do on some of these nights.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Because back in the day, like, I can go back to the 80s, man. Like, I can't talk for America, but okay, let's say you get midweek sports special on Wednesday. They might have a little card, and you'll see 2 or 3 fights. And then maybe on the weekend, on either Sports Night or World of Sport, you might get a couple fights here and there. But you have to be like on your game to catch all the fights. But now, there's fights everywhere, man. Like you see, in the 80s, there was no way on a Saturday I'd watch 6 different fights and stuff. And over the weekend, I see 10 odd fights. No way, no chance, no chance.
But that shit bothered me to know.
When Skype came into play, then we saw a little more. See what I mean? We saw more. Plus, you have terrestrial, but even then, it can't compare to what's going on now.
Bro, I'm spoiled with that shit. I am spoiled with it, and if it go away, I might go back to drinking or something.
Listen, man, this week, where we been? We went to Japan.
Yep.
Right? We went America, Los Angeles, this place here, flipping back to New York Hall. Here, it's crazy, man. Like, where was Huey Fury fighting? Like, just mad.
Yeah, what?
I missed that.
Everywhere.
Yeah, Box Nation, that card was terrible, bro. Like Ingram said, he's doing better. Box Nation is doing better cards than Eddie Hearn's cards. Like, I don't know.
So it was people on the hangout last night that said 2-round fight cannot be the fight of the year. But that undercard with Williams and what's the guy, Edwin Rodriguez, that's my fight of the year, no doubt.
So how comes Hagler and Hearns is accoladed as one of the greatest fights ever? Then, if that's the case,
That was my question too, Beats. that was sort of I said we got some already. That was one of the best things I've seen this whole year. Period. Soto Karash and Kamagai, they don't compare to that, and everybody's giving that fight of the year. They do not compare to that.
Didn't have the drama.
Lord Jesus, shit! Thomas Williams called him too, man.
And the thing is, Hagler and Hearns is a 1-round fight. To be honest, the 1 round, it's 3 rounds. After the first round, Hearns was done. Hearns was done after the first round.
Yeah.
You know?
That's my fight of the year. And
I don't know why people still got that Corrales fight and the Luis Castillo fight up there. Like, to me, it's okay, man. Like, I watched it live, but I wasn't. Like, the commentators are making it seem like it was bad. There's just 2 men standing in the pocket just banging out each other, bro. I preferred the Hearns fight. It was a bit more thingy, man. The Hearns fight was something different. You had a good long guy who was tall. You had a short guy with bald. And it's who could land on each other better. Alright, Corrales was tall, but it was just like man, that fight ended up being fight of the decade. But to be honest with you, I saw Rafael Marquez and Israel Vasquez, bro. That fight there, I don't care what anyone tells me. That's one of my all-time fights, bro. That's
the third one. Their third one was.
Third one, man. He's sick, man. Sick.
I'll give you three of mine. I'll give you three of mine for some of my favorite ones. I've forgotten that. Lewis versus Klitschko. I don't care. That fight was bad.
Oh yeah, it was. It really was.
It was a good fight, man.
Which fight was that?
Lewis and Klitschko. I used to love that fight, man.
Lewis who?
Lennox Lewis and Klitschko.
Yeah. That was a great fight. Okay. That's a good fight.
Ben was just excellent, man.
The first one, right?
Yeah.
The first one was definitely good.
McClellan and Ben.
McClellan and Ben. Yeah, it's fine. Hey, you got some. See? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Just standing there in the pocket for 12 rounds, and the referee maybe should have stopped the fight. Give the man his mouthpiece. He got a bit of air. And because of that little air, he was able to land a left hook and knock the man out on the ropes, man.
I tell you what, man. McClellan and Jackson, the first fight, sick.
Yeah.
That fight was sick, bro. Sick.
Julian Jackson.
Yeah.
Julian Jackson got nyam up in that fight, bro. He got like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And that was right after Julian Jackson had landed a low blow on McClellan, too.
Yeah.
Landed a low blow on McClellan. McClellan was pissed off.
You would have been interested if that guy fought Ben. You know that? I would have been interested if not Ben. If he fought Roy Jones. I don't know if Roy Jones wanted that work at that time, bro.
Nah, well, McClellan beat him as an amateur, man.
Roy wanted that, bro.
Roy didn't want it, man. Roy didn't want it. There's a few fights Roy didn't want, man. He didn't want that Nikochelski work for
What about Bernard Hopkins? Would Bernard Hopkins hold them belts there? If McClellan moved back down, how do you think Bernard Hopkins would have done against McClellan, bro?
I think McClellan would have done it, man, personally.
I like it. Would have done it.
At that time, Hopkins didn't have all the skills and the defense and all that to deal with somebody that had that kind of power.
I know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Hopkins. We did a video about that, but Beats with the what was it? Taylor. What was his career? The critical look at Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
He won the belts when all them guys moved up. Michael Nunn, Nigel Benn, all them guys that moved up in weight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true.
James Toney ain't fighting none of them guys in the 90s.
I think James Toney beat what's his name? Was it Michael Nunn?
Yeah, he beat
Truth. How you doing?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Yeah, Michael Nunn was every round.
I thought that was Amsterdam.
Greatest fights.
It's not Amsterdam. No, it's not Amsterdam.
I was like, shit, yo. I was texting my girl like, shit.
Wait, nah, man. Yo, we try to find him up. That's truth, bro.
Hey, fellas, what y'all think of the fight last night, man? The Berto Ortiz fight.
We was just talking about that, bro. We was just talking. Give us your take, bro. Because we will kind of give our take. Give us your take, bro.
Man, I think it was a great fight, man. Ortiz looked like he could box, man. That's the first time I seen Ortiz boxing the way he did.
Yeah.
And I think Berto, the power bailed him out. I think the power bailed out Berto, man.
Yeah, you're right. The power. That's exactly what I thought. The power bailed out Berto. What I think helped him as well. He kept because both of them are liable to fall apart when he doesn't go for them. But Berto kept his head. He did keep his head well. I give him credit for that. He kept his shape. After he got floored, he kept his shape. Like now, he said it was a flash knockdown. It wasn't a flash knockdown. See, that's the thing with them punches. You see, that's the same punch, that kind of punch that Michael Watson dropped Ben with. It didn't look like no hard punch. No, but he timed it. If you time the punch and the man walks onto the shot, it's like a big shot. It hurts you, but he done well. He didn't see it. He didn't see it coming because he walked into it square. But he done well. He got back up and he kept his shape. And he held it together.
Yeah. And did you guys peep Roger Hunter's instruction in the corner after that? He's like, look, he's like, Ortiz keeps coming in and tries to go, brings his head down low, throw that uppercut in there, see what happens. And then the next round he did that shit and then literally put Ortiz down. I was like, wow.
Yep. That's when your trainer is priceless. You know what I'm saying?
And I would watch a third fight, man. I would like to see what happens now. If Ortiz could keep boxing for like 12 rounds like that, I don't know, man.
Once Ortiz gets hit, it's hard.
Yeah. Don't get my dude knocked out again, man. Don't do that again to him, bro. That shit does not need to happen again. And they threw
Proof trying to get the man's jaw taken off his
If he could pay $85 for a new chin, yeah, we could do it again. But it just ain't there no more, man. It ain't there.
But how can a fighter's chin go so horribly wrong, man? Remember the first fight, Berto was hitting him with some vicious shots, and he was taking them shots, man.
Peterson too.
I ain't got dropped though.
Yeah, he got dropped, but he was getting back up. That's what I'm saying. You remember that one knockdown when the grease came flying off Ortiz's hair, and he still got up.
You just rubbing it in, man. You just rubbing it in. There was other fights too, man. Shit, man.
Well, I mean, his jaw did get broken a couple of times too, so that probably didn't help.
Too, hell, just rubbing it in, man. He done, bro. He done. He done. He bowed out last night. Shit.
But he was hurt though, man. That man was hurt bad, man.
I ain't gonna call
he didn't know where he was, man.
I didn't agree with Natty at first. He said he shook his head, but he did make a little slight movement, like, bro. You see, he looked at the ref like, you see, I ain't in this shit no more. Like, he was there. His eyes was glassy, and he was just like, the ref. Jack Reese a motherfucking idiot, man. Why you gonna make a fighter go out like that, and you see he fucked up, man? Just stop the damn fight. He was fucked up, man.
Well, because he wants to give him a chance.
Nah, fuck that, man. Fuck that, man. Jack Reese on some bullshit.
You crazy, man. You still trying to act like Ortiz in the shop, bro. Ortiz didn't want nothing to do with none of that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't that he didn't want it. He got knocked away from his senses.
Of course he didn't want it. Of course he didn't want it.
Knocked away from his senses, bro. He did not know where he was.
Yeah, but because of the punches, and that ain't nothing to do with the referee. What the referee gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. It ain't about him not wanting it. It's that he couldn't have it. That's what it was. It ain't about him not wanting it. He couldn't have it. Berto right hand said you can't have it. Jack Reese should have waited the fight off. That's what I'm saying.
Can you guys hold it down for 5? I need 5 minutes. I'll be back, man.
That's all I wanted. Jack Reese was trying to make him out like, hey, quit again. Quit again. He saw this man couldn't even get to his feet. And everybody like, oh, he was being a drama queen trying to get to his feet. Fuck that, man. You get hit with that right hand and you find your feet.
Bro, all I know is this year, like Ortiz, I reckon Ortiz it was the best performance I've seen Ortiz for a minute. Bro, he knocked Berto down. He was boxing really good, and then Berto just found that punch, bro. He just penetrated the guard. Like it was like, to me, it was like, but when Ortiz knocked him down, the old Ortiz would have jumped all over him to finish him off. But this Ortiz was fighting cautious, and it gave Berto more confidence that Berto could, you know, Berto's a precision puncher, and then that's what happened. You know, he positioned that punch there and landed on Ortiz. Boy, it was perfect. And Ortiz went right in his jaw, and Ortiz. That's why Ortiz got his hand up, because he knows his jaw's fragile.
Yeah, anybody who got hit by that uppercut, anybody, I don't care who it is, they're gonna be buzzed, man.
But he hit him on the other side from where the jaw got broken. That was a.
Listen, his jaw's never been the same since. And the thing is, there's nothing as well. I give him shot about he ain't got no heart. He's a quitter. The man's jaw's probably broken in how many places. He still gets in the ring to fight and try and compete, bro. He's not no person like that guy. Berto's a tough. Ortiz a tough dude. It's just it's that Madonna fight, bro. I can't get over that one. I'm too young for this, you know. I don't need this. But it's alright when you're beating someone down. That Madonna fight, bro. He's alright when he's beating people down, but when he starts taking beating, he don't want it, bro. I think that's something we do with more immaturity than anything.
I'll tell you what's wrong with Vic, man. Vic mentally has a few things like you said. I'm too young for this. Like I don't deserve to get beaten up. And you see him in the press conference yesterday making all the jokes. Kept making jokes. That's covering up a lot of scars, man, and pain.
Yeah, he's a surfer dude. But he's a surfer dude, isn't it? Like
and Berto's not a fighter. You beat easily, except for Floyd. If you beating Berto, you're gonna go through some wars with him. Look at all the fights he lost. They were literally wars, man. Like look at the Guerrero fight. Look at all these fights. He's like they're banging fights, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't got the heart to stand there and take the shots, then I don't know what to tell you.
Sit down, boy.
That's the thing. Even though like Floyd cherry picked Berto, and I'm not trying to make it out to be a great win. I'm not, right? When Berto fought Soto Karass, I thought he was winning, and he had Soto Karass on the floor, and like Soto Karass beat him and knocked him out, but he had to drag it out. And like against Guerrero, you see Guerrero's Berto's face was messed up, but so was Guerrero's. That was one of the fights of the year. But Floyd fights him. Floyd didn't have a mark on him. It was flawed, was staggered to me. Didn't even take a really solid punch like that. Right? That's what I'm saying, man. Levels. It's levels. It's levels. I'm not saying that the win puts any stripes on Floyd's resume, but it just shows you, like, if you put Berto in with any of them guys, it'd probably give them a hard fight. Any of them.
Yeah, Danny Garcia.
Not now, man. He's completely broke.
Danny Garcia didn't see the next fight.
No. He's completely broke, man. He's completely broke. I wouldn't put him in. He needs to sit down. His career's completely finished, bro.
Berto
or Ortiz?
Berto's halfway done. He's halfway out the door as well.
Oh, hell no, man. Berto could give Danny Garcia.
I think Berto can still give people hard fights, man.
Who's he gonna give a hard fight against? Guys from 140, maybe, but not
Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia.
Guys from 140. Yeah, guys from 140, but not, bro. What? Errol Spence, bro. You're mad, bro.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody pushing Berto.
What about Lubin? What's Lubin? Lubin's like 154, innit?
154.
Bro, them guys, he's too tiny, bro. Like, come on, Berto.
Well, Brawner can't make 40 no more. Brawner, Garcia, shit. Could he fight Jesse Vargas? Shit.
Women against Paulie, like, that's like.
You asking Paulie to get killed?
That's a good fight, man. Paulie and Berto.
Paulie and Berto is a good fight, bro.
No, that's Paulie getting slaughtered again, man.
Oh, come on, man. Berto's not no man killer, bro. Because he knocked that Ortiz. Hey, you know what you need to do? Watch this, though. Watch this one. This is a good fight, yeah?
Berto knocked everybody out recently except for Floyd.
Hey, you put him in there against Soko Karass, rematch. What about that? Rematch against Soko Karass. What about that?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
What about rematch? What about this rematch Robert Guerrero? That's what you do.
Let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it.
I like that.
I mentioned that one earlier.
Huh?
I mentioned that one earlier. Yeah, I like that one.
You give him some rematches, man. Give him some.
Nah, they gonna acclimate Danny to 47 more than giving him rematches. They ain't worried about Berto getting his career back on track or his confidence. They worried about seeing Danny Garcia excel at 47.
Danny Garcia ain't gonna survive in 147. I don't know why he's even up there.
Because he can't make weight anymore.
But he's gonna get beat up at 147. Like, bro, Errol Spence will just yam him. Errol Spence will yam him. I see all the guys. I see like Bradley just outpointing him. Bradley will just outpoint him. It'll be a good. Actually, it'll be a good fight. Actually, Bradley.
Nah, Bradley ain't beating Danny.
Bradley shot.
Kelbrook is beating up Danny. I'm telling you right now from here, yeah. If they get the ring, what about this? Danny versus Porter. Danny versus Porter, bro. I like that one as well. Like, I think Danny gets beat by all them guys at 140.
I got Danny.
Put Danny against Keith Thurman. Easy, bro. Easy.
I got Danny over Porter.
Come on, man. Don't be silly, man. Come on, man. The way he takes some of them punches at 147.
He's throwing them straight shots now, man. He throwing them straight shots and he following it with a hook like we're asking everybody to do.
Danny's gonna start losing fights at 147.
Hey, look, I'll give him. I ain't gonna say he beat Porter, but that's a competitive fight. Keith Thurman, no competition in my opinion. Kell Brook, no competition. Danny got a long way to go for he fucking with that.
I don't know about that. Well, Ortiz, man. People, I don't know why the fans done that. The fans ain't got no respect. That guy who threw that shit need to get knocked out, bro. For real.
He was pissed off, bro.
He was about what? Like the guy. What did he throw? He looked like a printer. What did he throw at him?
Yeah, a printer.
What's he walking around with a fucking printer for to throw at Ortiz?
You slow, man. A printer really do.
The thing is, yeah, the only thing about Ortiz didn't even look to beat the guy up. I was like, if I was Ortiz, I'd look to fuck that. You did that. You know, Ortiz looked scared. The guy was trying to, and the thing is, the guy was trying to throw it for his head as well. You know, that guy's mad, bruv.
Where's a pizza box? He's a pizza box, not a printer.
Bro, that shit was man's head.
He's a printer. That's funny.
That's public assault, man. Go to jail for that shit, bro.
Yeah, he didn't go nowhere. He went right back into the crowd like this shit happened. That's the StubHub Center. You could stump somebody out, and then you walking out of there like a G.
Yeah, I'll be back, fellas. I'll be right back.
All right, true.
Yeah, man.
Who y'all got? Jack DeGale, man. Who y'all got?
James DeGale needs to sit down, bro.
Terrible performance. Terrible. Dreadful.
As a UK person, I'm embarrassed. To be fair though, he actually shut down his performance as well. He said it wasn't that good, to be fair. He said it wasn't that good. I shouldn't be knocking out people like that. So he understood that he under. But I reckon he overpaid.
He was saying he beat Porky up. That's what you're saying about I beat up Porky.
No, he said he was a bad performance. It wasn't that good.
No, you're right. He might have said that, but in another thing, he said he beat up Porky. How can anyone think Porky got anything out of it and all that? He said he beat up.
He flip-flopped a few times, man. Well, one time he said the guy was the worst IBF mandatory ever. He was, like you said, EJ, you said he was cocky the other night. I seen what you're talking about. He flip-flopped like a motherfucker on that time.
Where we at?
Still here, man.
Yeah, man. Like the girl, man. I thought Porky could have got something out of that. I thought Porky could have got something. Porky looked alright, man. Porky didn't stop throwing punches for the whole night, man. Like he came forward, throwing them body shots, pinning my man on the ropes.
That Mexican meat, man. That Mexican meat.
You know?
Clenbuterol.
Hey, James, Mr. Bashir's calling, you know.
Oh.
Let me hit him up on Facebook because I think it's easier though.
Yeah, man.
I think when I hit him on Facebook, yeah, I think everyone could call him. I'm calling him right now. Everyone can talk to him on Facebook, innit?
Yeah.
It was a few people that said they felt Porky was on that shit though, man. It was a few reviews.
Well, I mean, you can make accusations all day if you ain't got fucking proof.
You know, shit, that motherfucker didn't stop punching, man.
Hey, Mr. Bashir. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're here with the gang, man. What do you think of the night of boxing?
Referring to which fight?
All of them, man. There's quite a few, man. There's quite a few.
Well, that just goes to show you what I thought of them. Because
hey, let's start with Eddie Chambers.
Eddie Chambers looked at lousy. He didn't look good at all. You know, in my opinion, you can't get Rolls Royce service with Volkswagen training. You know, that's what I think. I think that he's going to hang him up now. I don't think he has any desire. He didn't show no enthusiasm. He fought terrible against a guy that can't fight. Gerald Washington can't fight.
No, he can't.
Gerald Washington can't fight. You know, I mean, Gerald Washington fought scared. He was tired.
Yep.
I think that he was in physical shape. I just think that the nerves killed his abilities. You know, so I think Eddie Chambers going to call it a day now. I think it's all over.
All right, cool, man. The gang's here, man. Boy, you got questions to Mr. Bashir? Lay him out, boy.
Well, why do you say Eddie's going to retire? Do you think he can afford to retire?
Pardon me?
Can Eddie afford to retire? I mean, I'm sure he's fighting because he's got bills to pay like everyone else right now.
Well, I think that boxing is the best thing he knows how to do, but he's going to have to fight. The old adage is trainer told me many years ago, in boxing, you either learn what you're doing or learn to do something else. And that's the same as you have desire or no desire. Eddie Chambers didn't show no enthusiasm. He went out there and did a sleepwalk. He did a sleepwalk. He didn't do nothing. And I'm criticizing the guy that was training him too. A guy that I don't know, nobody knows. But the guy told him after the first round, he says, your defense is good and you're looking sharp out there. I would have told him just the contrary, that you didn't do a damn thing out there and you need to get started in this next round. This is an 8-round fight. You don't have no rounds to give away. The guy was told him that you look good and your defense is good and you're looking sharp. And I was trying to figure out, did he see the same round that everybody else saw? So again, I say that you cannot get Rolls Royce service with Volkswagen training. All right? Eddie Chambers is going to have to find something else to do now, because it's apparent that Eddie Chambers does not have the desire to do it no more. Eddie Chambers that had desire, but it took that guy apart and stopped him. But he did a virtual sleepwalk through that fight last night. He did nothing.
Why do you think Eddie's career is tailed off like this then? What would you put it down to? What's happening? The trainers or bad business moves like going with the Furies?
Well, I think that Eddie Chambers is too smart for his own good. You know, Eddie Chambers is his own manager, his own trainer, and not his own trainer, but he makes his business decision, and he does not make them wisely. He does not align himself with people that can actually help him. Al Heyman is a good person for him to be with, but outside of Al Heyman, he hasn't made very wise business decisions, in my opinion. I don't know the whole story, but I think that I have some understanding of where Eddie's been and where he's gone, and he hasn't made good business decisions, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. Because Eddie's such a nice guy, but like you say, this sport isn't for everybody. For some people, it's time. You got to find an opportune time when it's time to stop before things get really bad. You know.
Eddie Chambers is too nice for his own good. He's not mean enough.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not mean enough. He doesn't have that ruthlessness. And he kept laughing and joking.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what are you laughing and joking at? You're losing the rounds here. I was just being kind, and I gave him. Eddie Chambers and I are good friends, but I'm calling a spade a spade. I'm a boxing enthusiast as well as a boxing trainer. And Eddie didn't show me nothing that he wanted to be there last night. And Gerald Washington didn't show me that much more. Gerald Washington and Eddie Chambers was a smaller version of Klitschko versus Fury, the first fight. It wasn't what one guy did, it's what the other guy didn't do. Because Washington was fighting like he was afraid.
Yeah.
He was dead tired after the fourth round. If Eddie would just walk him down and threw some punches, he'd have won the fight.
So you feel like Fury is an illusion?
Huh?
You feel like Fury is a bit of an illusion, like he's sitting back there like he's really about to box, and he's really just Klitschko's illusion? Because I feel that way.
I just think that Klitschko didn't do enough to enhance his credibility as champion. Thereby giving the title away. I just didn't think that Vladimir Klitschko did enough to maintain the title, and it's like he went there to give the belts to Fury, in my opinion.
What do you think about Vladimir talking about the switching and something slightly? Vladimir saying Fury to fuck off about the gays and the homosexuals and stuff like that. The Queen.
I can care less about that myself.
What do you think of Vladimir in general, like coming, him and Fury, the debate? You don't really care about that. You care about what happens in the ring, right?
I don't care about that other stuff. I care about what's going to take place in that ring.
So, what sort of things is the camp looking out for fighting in Britain? Like, what potential hazards could you run into?
For the upcoming fight?
Yeah.
I can't. Klitschko got a pretty good team. He's got a pretty good team around him, so I don't anticipate running into any great problems over there. I think that everything will be on the up and up, and the fight will be settled in the ring. So I don't think anything particular. I don't have any recipe.
Yeah, it should be. But I mean, yeah, like you say, you've got an experienced team there, so if you'll come prepared. Are you in the entourage? Cause I know you're with USEC, and you like you've got a lot of stuff coming up yourself. So are you going to be in Manchester?
You follow?
You.
Okay.
Something fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's good talking to Mr. Bashir. He might return. Who's fallen off? I think a few people have fallen off the radar. Chris fell off. I think EJ's still there, but I can't hear him. Nauta is there. Yeah, man, we're still here, people. We're still here. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, Eddie's probably in two minds himself because he hasn't answered the phone to EJ. Like, he's probably thinking, do I retire or do I carry on? He's weighing it up.
Fighting on untelevised portions of the card, He only got televised because the quick knockouts. I don't know. I think he, right, it is a hang-up time. But then again, what the money coming at after that? Who's gonna beat?
Yo, what do you guys think in the chat section? Do you reckon Eddie should quit, or do you think he's got something left? What do you guys think? Let me know.
And he said he is with Al Heyman right now.
Well, so yeah, he's with Al Heyman, but Al Heyman can't really do much if he can't beat my guy there, Gerald Washington.
He might get fed to a killer in the killer's 9th or 10th fight.
Yeah, well, that's right. Only thing to do is to cash out. Just to cash out on the investment before it gets too depreciated. You know what I'm saying? It depreciates too much.
Run into a fucking killer. I'm talking about a Wilder on the way up. If he ever find another one, that's where Eddie's headed. Chef before that.
South London 21. He said Edwin Rodriguez Kell was like a scene from Creed or some shit. Yeah, it was.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man, it was. Yes. Damn, man.
I know Nata won't like this, but Edwin Rodriguez fight just like Roman Gonzalez.
Yo, you guys still here? Mr.
Yeah,
Bashir is back, yo. Mr. Bashir is back. Go ahead, Mr. Bashir.
Yeah, I just think that Eddie Chambers, I think it's time for him to hang it up. You can't. He'll get hurt if he hangs around like that. I don't think Gerald Washington is doing anything. I have no reservations about Klitschko going to Manchester to fight Tyson. I think it'll be a much better fight the second time around too. From both guys, I think both guys are going to step it up in the rematch.
Quick question from last night. I asked them, did you see the undercard bouts on I think PBC Fox? Did you see those?
Who?
Did you see the undercard fight between Thomas Top Dog Williams and Edwin Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say fight of the year so far?
Yeah, those guys were working. They put in a lot of work. I don't know about the fight of the year, but thus far it would be in the running.
Easy, that's fair. It
would definitely be one of the top candidates in the top 5.
In your opinion, did Victor Ortiz quit when you watched the fight? And you think what do you think of the fan friend? What do you think of that fan who threw something on Victor Ortiz?
I think that he panics when he gets in trouble. I think he panics when he gets in trouble. He's got a history for doing that. He doesn't handle difficulties very well. That's why I say if every Joshua has the mental resolve, I always said this, and I'll continue to say it until it's proven or disproven. If he has the mental resolve, meaning that when he gets knocked down, when he's in some serious trouble, he's cut bad or he's hurt bad, if he has the mental resolve to stay in there and win the fight, if he has that mental resolve, and that's what remains to be seen about Anthony Joshua. Does he have that mental resolve to get through a tough period in the fight?
I've been saying that, yeah. We were just debating. How you think you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If he has that mental resolve, he's going to be the second coming of George Foreman.
How would you think he would fare against David Haye right now if they was to fight? Who do you think would win?
I'd have to go with Joshua.
Oh,
Yep, 100%. I'll go with Joshua.
Why is that? Why a lot of people?
I just think that this is the momentum goes with Joshua. I know David will present some logistical problems for Joshua, but Joshua has the equalizers, 2 guns and big punches. He hits David Haye with any of those punches, and Haye is gone. He's done. He lands any of those punches on David Haye, and the game is over. Now, David Haye is a slick guy. He would create problems. But having said that, David Haye would also be walking in a minefield versus Anthony Joshua.
Yep.
Because if he hits anything, a shoulder, his neck, anything, David Haye is done. So I go with Joshua. Joshua is younger, stronger, more powerful, not as intelligent, not as slick, but he's powerful, and that powerful punches can become a neutralizer. All right, so I'd go with AJ. I definitely would go with him. I'm not taking nobody against him at this point.
Yeah. Well, that ended that debate then right there, boy.
Yo, that's
I ended, you know what I'm saying? I ended that debate right there for people listening or whatever, boy. Because
I just think that there's a time, a momentum, and I just think it's his time. I just think it's his time. I don't know whether he'll stay in the saddle or how long he will, but I do think it's his time. I think at this time, at this point, he's invincible until somebody cracks through.
Yeah.
I think he's feeling himself. I think he's going to overcome any obstacle.
He's feeling himself, you know. That's a good one, you know. It's true. It's true.
That's the highest praise I ever heard of.
Well, he knows him. Mr. Bashir wrapped his hands when he was in the Klitschko camp, innit?
I worked with him in the camp. I worked with him there for 4 weeks in the camp.
Yeah.
And I know firsthand this guy is powerful. He's powerful. And he's powerful and dangerous with both hands. And the thing that I was really impressed with, that he's not loading up on his punches. He just relaxed punching.
That's right.
Dead weight punches. You understand? And he's doing it with relaxation. And he's hurting people. I mean, I'm looking at Kevin Johnson, a guy that never been stopped. When Anthony hit Kevin, with the first time Kevin got hurt, I saw an expression on Kevin's face I'd never seen before.
Yep.
You know? Dillian White got hit with a hard shot with that right hand, and Dillian couldn't recover because AJ was on him. You know, I just think it's his time.
There you go.
I think going forward that he may or may not need different trainers at different levels of his career. He may get to a point where he's going to need different trainers. But, of course, we won't know that until he loses. Because, unfortunately, boxers are not the kind of athletes that will change something until something goes wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
But my thinking pattern is when you have good fighters that you need to do some maintenance. You need to go down in the basement and see if the pipes are leaking. You need to have an electrician to come over to check the wiring and try to intercept problems before they make themselves apparent, before the house burns down, before the house floods. You might be able to intercept problems. You know, so he hasn't had those kind of tests yet that would indicate whether or not he needs different trainers. But I do know going forward that the water is going to get deeper and the fights are going to be more technical. I mean, his punching power is neutralizing a lot of the problems that he might have. But George Foreman had punching power too until he met slick boxers like Jimmy Young and Muhammad Ali. You know? Jimmy Young was able to out-slick George because he knew how to box very well. So, you know, it remains to be seen.
Ooh.
But I don't see nobody out there that's going to beat him. Not even Joseph Parker.
What do you think about Tony Bellew fighting what's his name again? Elinke, whatever his name is. They're fighting in Goodison Park in what's his name again? Beats. Trying that guy. The guy who knocked out Vishu and Chunu. He knocked him out cold. He's fighting him.
Yeah, I know the guy. Lumumba.
Yeah. We mentioned it
African
before. Lelinga, whatever his name. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, he's a big puncher.
Yeah, how you think Tony's gonna do in that one?
I think that Tony is hungry. I think he's hungry. I think if he stays clear, can box this guy and take him out there, he can win a decision. But this guy also is a big puncher. You know? So there's no telling. But I think that Tony can just keep his wits about him and get through the rough period because he's going to have to take some shots. I think that he can hang in there and possibly win a decision. I wouldn't put him out of that fight. He's in it with an extremely hard puncher, but if he can maintain his boxing ability, he could possibly win a decision in that fight.
Okay. Well, Derek Chisora's fighting Pulev next weekend. How you see that fight going?
I see Pulev by decision.
Really?
Yeah, I think Pulev is a boxer. He's a boxer first. Derek is going to put the heat on him. But in doing so, he might make himself available for those counter punches. Pulev is a boxer. He's a really good boxer. And I think that he's going to go try to outpoint Derek. He's not going to lay him and brawl with him.
Yeah.
Derek is going to put the heat on him and think that makes things complicated. But Pulev is a sharp counterpuncher, so he could create problems with Derek.
Well, you see that. See that?
So I like Pulev by decision.
You guys got questions? You guys have questions for Mr. Bashir?
Yeah, did you see James DeGale versus the Mexican, Porky Medina?
Yeah, I thought that he won that fight.
Who, the Mexican?
I thought Medina might have won that fight.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was close, very close.
What did you think of what did you think of James DeGale's performance as I had him in my pound for pound? Do you think what do you think of his performance?
Well, he's an active guy. You know, there's a lot of rub in there, you know. But I don't think we've seen the best of him yet, you know. I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. But he lost that fight last night. I would have gave the fight to Medina.
What was his jab? What was his jab? Like what is his corner doing telling him not to throw the jab? He leading with uppercuts and never throwing the jab. What's going on there?
Who's leading?
DeGale's leading with these uppercuts from South Central and never throwing a jab. Like I'm not under. What is this style he got going on? What is he playing with? Like ain't he playing it real close with his title?
DeGale?
Uh-huh.
No, I have to watch it again. You know, I was just so. They don't hold my attention. The super middleweights, they don't hold my attention that much. I'm not big on that division. You know, super middleweights. You know, I'm not big on. I can care less about the super middleweight division. I don't have nobody there, so I'm not paying attention to them that much. I do know. I believe, I got to watch it again, but I believe that kid Medina won the fight last night. He should have got the decision.
I wouldn't have had no argument with it. That he was just playing too much. He stuck his tongue out more than he stuck his jab out. You know? And because he took his belt.
Yeah. So the next fight they're gonna hook up the two champions, Badou Jack and DeGale, right?
Yep, unification match. Yep.
I hope they do it in the UK. I hope they go to UK and get them guys paid. That's what I want to see them do.
Man, ain't no one will pay for no James DeGale, bro. After that.
That's a unification fight for the UK.
No one cares about that, man. Ain't no coffee.
Yo, them two belts though, man. Them two belts.
Man, is it the belts or the performances? That performance don't guarantee the big.
Bro, there's two belts with Eddie Hearn promoting it. I'm taking them two to the UK and getting that paper, man. I'm saying
Eddie Hearn, maybe.
Yeah, man, it's two belts in the UK. Y'all respect that shit over here, man. 35 unification on. Nobody gonna give a shit. Y'all got 135 unifications. Y'all can make over that. It's gonna fill up at least a fairgrounds or something. It wouldn't fill up nothing here.
That's not a stadium fight. It's not a stadium fight.
What you mean? No, I'm saying don't y'all got at 135 y'all got Crawler, y'all got
Arena. It's Wembley Arena or O2. That's where that is.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the 135 division where y'all got a unification, the UK. Y'all got Crawler and y'all got if Crawler can keep his belt, y'all got Crawler and Flanagan. So they could at least do a fairground type fight where they sell out a fairground. You could take a unification over here between some 135 pounds and you couldn't sell out Hialeah Park in Miami. So I'm taking them over there and I'm getting the money we can get. Badou Jack should go to UK.
Hey, Mr. Bashir, didn't Eddie call you for that fight? Do you know the trainer in his corner? Because
no, but I will say, like I said, you can't get Rolls Royce service with Volkswagen training. I don't know the guy. I think the guy told Eddie at the end of the first round, you're looking real sharp and your defense is good. And I'm trying to translate what that could have meant. What that could have meant. I would have told him that you just gave away the first round of an 8-round fight. And you need to get out there and get busy. And he kept telling Eddie, you're getting close with the right hand. And He kept saying, you're getting closer with the right hand. What was the right hand going to do with the leg? The way Eddie was throwing the right hand, even if the punch landed, it wasn't going to do much more than knock him off balance.
Yo, Gallo Negro is an artist, though, man.
I mean, he kept saying that you get close with the right hand, like Eddie Chambers had nitroglycerin in his right hand, like he was George Foreman, like he was Sonny Liston. So he kept saying, you're getting close with the right hand. I said, no, you got to put combinations together.
Yeah, touch him, man. I'm watching the fight as we speak, bro. Eddie ain't doing nothing, bro. But they're standing in front of him, smiling and just like, he ain't doing nothing, man. He's just giving away rounds, man. Like, he's obviously fast, but he's just... We was talking about, like, you know, this guy's a big dude, though. You like, that dude's pretty big. I think he's worried about the power, but Eddie didn't like his mind was in it. And I think you would have given him a slap or something just to get his mind, man. You're losing this fight, you'd embarrass yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can't get Rolls Royce service with Volkswagen training. I don't know the guy, you know, but I can tell by the things he was saying in that corner, they weren't proper. All right? He may be a nice guy, but he doesn't have the experience to be at that level and corner somebody trying to get instructions. He was giving them the wrong stuff. You kept saying you're getting close with the right hand. So what is getting close with the right hand? Even when the right hand landed, it didn't even budge the guy.
All right, so
Eddie's not a one-punch guy.
What would you?
Eddie's got a guy that you got to put punches together. You know?
So what you would have instructed him to throw more punches, just touch the guy up. Just like, Eddie ain't throwing
the guy, Gerald Washington, was afraid. He was very, very nervous. He was very, very uncomfortable. So the first instruction I would have gave him was cut the ring down to make him more uncomfortable. Gerald Washington was throwing stay away from me punches. He was stay away from me punches. He wasn't throwing punches that I got a plan behind these punches. He was throwing those stay away from me punches. And he was very jittery, very nervous. If you look at his breathing after the fourth round, he was sucking wind. So he needed to cut the ring down and make the guy burn more energy. He probably could have clipped him and got him out of it.
Yeah, Eddie looked like he was happy. I'm looking at the end of the round. Eddie's all shaking his head. He's happy with that round. It's like you just gave the round to Suge Knight. I mean, Gerald Washington looking like Suge Knight out there, boy. But I don't know what to say, man. And we talked to Eddie like hours, actually a day before, saying, yeah, is this your last shot at a big time? He said, yeah. So we understood this is a really big thing. But in my opinion,
I'm very critical of what Eddie Chambers did last night. I'm very shocked.
Yeah, we was as well.
You know, Gerald Washington doesn't show me anything, you know, that he's going anywhere in the heavyweight division. He's just a different version of Seth Mitchell to me.
Seth Mitchell, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. He didn't fight like a big man at all. And like, he's got these big, long, strong arms, he looks in good shape. There's no reason for him to be fighting so cautiously, you know? Like, he could be like...
They're strategies. They are strategies. Trainers are supposed to be scientists in there in applying the sweet science. You make adjustments like you're driving. And I don't see none of the trainers in modern boxing making adjustments. I don't see nobody making adjustments. You can't keep telling the guy, you're doing good, keep it up, baby, you're going to throw the right hand, you're going to get... No, you can't do that. You got to put your foot down and tell him, say, listen, we worked in the camp so amount of weeks. This is what we need to do. We need to apply our plan. Gerald Washington booked up the whole fight because he didn't want to engage. He didn't want to engage. So Eddie should have cut the ring down and made the guy keep backing up and punch to the body. He kept trying to throw the overhand right, throw the punches to the body. If he had threw more body punches, he might have took the wind out of his sails. Oh, I'm just upset about it.
Yeah, I was as well. Because it was he didn't think the fight was even going to be showcased. He thought it wasn't even going to be on TV.
So what? The mission was already set. It was a contract. It was his job to do his job.
Listen, man. Hey, I can see you. I can see you invested in Eddie, bro. You're right. I can see you're upset with it. Hey, I tried to ring him his phone's off as well. I think he might be upset himself.
You know, I see trainers that are more interested in making friends with their fighters as opposed to getting the fighter to win the fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, you just like he was just coasting and letting this guy just take him rounds, man.
But not only the young man that was in Eddie's corner, he wasn't the only one. It's a bunch of trainers that's telling the guys what they want to hear instead of putting their foot down and say, "Listen here, we got a training plan here. Stick to the plan." That first round, that wasn't no plan. And then you tell them you're looking sharp and your defense is good. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on. It's a waste of energy, waste of time.
Yeah.
I can't believe Eddie Chambers let a duck. That guy was a duck. he let a duck swim away from him last night. You know, I'm upset about it. Yeah, I am. I get a little beside myself when I really invested in the guy. But I think now is a good time for Eddie to pull the plug on this. Apparently, he don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
He probably thinks
apparently he does not want to be the boxer.
Yeah, I think he's just like he's lost momentum and direction. Like obviously, like you're saying, the coach didn't tell him. I mean, how you got to get into the body, you got to be purposeful, you got to follow out the game plan. None of that. So I don't know what's for Eddie. He probably needs someone to give him some hard truths. Either get out or get with it. You know.
Even I'll say it again, like I said before. Boxing is the only sport where a guy can be in a corner without having any credentials at all. A boxer can be into in a ring, and the people in the corner do not have to have any kind of credentials showing their past efforts. The expertise, they don't have to do it. And that's what's hurting the sport. You know, and that's what's hurting the sport. And I blame the boxers too. The boxers need to start checking out who they're going to have in the corner. They need to find people that have the experience. When you go to have your car fixed, you find the person with the experience. When you order furniture, you go to a place that got experience with it. You understand all of these things. When you have an operation, you find the best doctor somebody can buy.
Yeah, but a lot of them are probably,
Every life requires something.
Yeah, but a lot of the boxers are probably trying to cut costs.
They'll invest in women. They'll invest in cars. They'll invest in houses, businesses, jewelry. And they won't even invest in having a competent, qualified trainers.
How much does it, see, the thing is...
Always tell trainers, and they're making thousands of mistakes in teaching these young people. They don't understand the ramifications of what boxing is, the sport. And they have to give an instruction. But, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change it.
So what do you think it is? A lot of these... Sorry, I don't think Mr. Bijik. So, but what do you think? A lot of the managers and fighters, they probably just don't want to pay out for a decent coach with experience. They don't want to pay the money. They're probably taking shortcuts. They see...
It's the boxers, man. It's the boxers, man. It's not the trainers. I mean, it's not the managers. It's the who's getting in the ring. All right, then, keep quiet. I'm getting in the ring. This is the guy I want. This is the guy I want. The guy got to put his foot down. Who's sick?
Yeah, but what?
Said, this is the guy I want.
Yeah, but Mr. Bashir, yeah? If you're a 20-year-old boxer, let's say you just come out of the amateurs, yeah? You don't know nothing about the program, so you get a management team or someone who are supposed to be experienced, and they know the old school guys. They know this, so they're supposed to guide you, surely. That's why you're paying them a percentage out of your purse. So, I mean, what does a new guy know, a young guy know about Mr. Bashir? He doesn't know you. So it's
well,
up to management to point about it.
For a young guy that don't know about boxing, You know what's a good thing to teach you about boxing? A good ass whooping. You understand?
Mr. Mason.
Once you get a good ass whooping, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, but Mr. Bashir, what I'm saying is,
Enough.
get a 20-year-old.
You say, you know what? I need to do something better than what I did at the time when I got my ass whooped.
That's true, but Mr. Bashir, if I was to get a 20-year-old and say, have you heard of a 20-year-old boxer? Have you heard of Eddie Futch? They'd probably say no. Have you heard of this guy? No. They wouldn't know. So they need elder guys, like in management or promoters, to guide them through who's who and what to do properly, you know? Is the boxers,
Right.
you know, a lot of these boxers, they've probably just done their own thing. So, like, you do, like, I don't know. I think management, if you got to get the right man, it's difficult. Who do you go to? How would I know to go to you if I'm a young boxer?
Right. Well, you know, it's easier now than it's ever been. You know, the dog age, you can do things to get away with things. But there's no excuse for the lack of knowledge now because you got so much information on the internet. Research. It's called research. You got an internet. It's easier now than it has ever been. The internet.
Yeah,
You know, when you want to find cars and stuff, you go on the internet. When you want to find girls and stuff, you go on the internet.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, Mr. Michelle. Even if you got the internet, you get a 20-year-old, he goes to the internet, I'm looking for a trainer. He's probably going to look for someone with a real jazzy-looking website and, you know, some real cool clothes and stuff, tracksuits or something, and a nice-looking, and say a really high-tech gym, and he thinks, oh, yeah, this is the guy I go to. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You know? Like, and when the guy with the knowledge, it might be in one of them more dilapidated-looking working-class gyms where, you know, it's just, you go in, it's no frills, it's just hard work, some old-school training, you know? But they wouldn't know that. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. That's why they get. That's why they get it.
Like I said, there's nothing like a good ass whooping to straight all that out. You know what I'm saying? To tell your mind should tell you, I need to do something different. I need to get some better training. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not supposed to be getting my butt whooped like you see in the first 16 fights. You know? In the first 16 fights, I shouldn't be getting hurt like this. So that's all I can say. These guys got to do more research. You know, that's why I'm so frustrated with boxing. I'm so frustrated because of all the improprieties in the sport. It's getting frustrating. That's why I invest so much in Usyk, because I don't want really to get involved with other boxers unless they show some real effort, some real desire to be with me, to do what I say do, to do what I ask them to do. So yeah, I want to be with guys that's holistic, guys that they can grow and I can grow. You know?
Yeah. I think Eddie Mustafa Muhammad's done a good job with Badou Jack, though.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job with him.
Yeah, what you think of that fight? I thought Brute was putting it on him, bro. I think he showed some frailties, Badou Jack, man.
He did what?
He showed like he exposed in some areas, man. Like Brute looked stronger than him, but like he was fighting the wrong fight. I felt he was fighting. Badou Jack versus Lucien Bute. But I was fighting the wrong style of fight. I think he was fighting how Lucien Bute wanted him to fight like.
Well, I think that Badou Jack has something to do with that too. He has something to do with styles make fights. You know, styles make fights. So, you know, they had a lot to do with that, you know. I think Jack is getting better with each fight. and he should be looking to take over the division. You know, I thought that he might have won the fight. You know, I said it was a draw, but I thought that Jack might have won the fight. What did you guys think?
I had Jack winning. I had Jack winning.
It was getting close. Butte was pulling it back in the late rounds, though. I wouldn't have thought he would have won the fight, but if he won the fight, I would have been surprised. A draw, I guess a draw is understandable. But he was pulling it back in the late rounds, though, Butte. I was surprised when that's what Butte was shot a long time ago. So, you know, Badou Jack, I don't know. Badou Jack and James DeGale, I guess they're lucky to hold their belts. That's why I feel like if they fight each other, how much, I don't think they're going to make that much money because the performance they put on didn't do anything.
Well, you know, they got a draw, so DeGale and Badou Jack will be an interesting fight.
Yeah, man, they'll get decent pay. What do you think of Golovkin and his opponents?
I don't think that he's getting KOs. He's getting a good record. He's not in the mix to me. He's not in the mix. He's not fighting the guys that would make the difference. You know, he's not fighting the guys that would make such a difference in career. He's not fighting the guys that Marvin Hagler was fighting, that Bernard Hopkins was fighting. He's not fighting those guys.
Do you think he's
looking back at Gerald McClellan, Marvin Hagler, you know, the guys of yesteryear, Dwight Davison, and all these guys. I'm looking at those guys that can punch. Those guys that would have gave this man all he wanted. Guys that would not have been afraid of him. You know, most of those guys are afraid of him. When they get in the ring, they fold up. Marvin Hagler, you know, Boogaloo Watts, the Worm Monroe, those kind of guys would not have been afraid of this guy, you know, Triple G. These guys are fearful of him, and that fear consumes them when they get in the rings.
Yeah, you can't be intimidated like that.
I know, you can't, when you're nervous like that, you can't perform.
Yeah, Gabe Rosado said the same thing.
Pardon me?
Gabe Rosado, he said the same thing. That Dominic Wayne guys, they're going in the ring intimidated and scared. You know, with Triple G.
You can't get in that. You can't get into a fight and have second thoughts about it. You're in a fight. You're in there to win, to do the best to win. I know that the guy punches hard, but that's what I was just speaking about. Mental resolve. Mental resolve. When a guy says, "Okay, I'm going to have to take some hard punches to win this fight," that's part of the adjustment. And this is something that has to be worked on throughout the training tenure. There has to be the resolve in mind that I'm going to be in a fight. It's going to be tough. I'm going to get hurt, but I'm going to. You got to get some mental resolve to say, I'm ready, and I want to get out there, and I want to hurt somebody. You know, I want to get out there. I want to hurt somebody. The way that the guys of the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, those guys came to fight. Those middleweights came to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he would have had his hands full because there were some good fights. I mean, a guy like Mugabe, you know, McQuillan, McCallum, Tony, those middleweights wouldn't have been afraid of him. Those middleweights wouldn't have been afraid of him. He would have had his work cut out for him with those guys. So it just boils down. That's why you look at Triple G's resume. What does he have on his resume?
Yeah. I don't know. You tell us, man.
I'm telling you. I mean, if somebody came up to me with a gun, I'd just say, please don't shoot me. I don't know who he fought. I can't remember their name.
I think the bigger question is, who did he win his world title from, apart from David Lemieux? Before that, who did he win his world title from, man? And they're trying to compare him to
No. No. I think Marvin Hagler would have did some wicked things at Triple G. I think Marvin Hagler would do some very bad things to Triple G. You can't compare to them guys, man. You know, I think he would have did some I'm trying to see Triple G and Marvin Hagler in the same ring. He'd have been in a fight of his life. Hagler would have got him. Hagler would have got him. Triple G is strong, he comes to fight, but Marvin Hagler was strong, and he came to fight. I just don't see Triple G beating him. And people say, oh, you're just saying it did because you're coming from the old school. But look at Marvin Hagler against the guys that Hagler fought. The caliber of fighters that he was fighting. Look at them. And look at the caliber of fighter that Triple G is fighting. There's no comparison. You can't compare those fighters. Look at this guy. Remember the guy, where was he from? Venezuela? Fulgencio Obel Mejias. Fully Obel. You remember him?
Beats.
Can anybody?
I don't know. Beats. You remember him?
Can anybody remember Fully Obel?
I don't know him. I ain't never heard of him. Beastman though.
Ask the guys, do anybody remember fully, his name was Fulgencio Obel Mejias, but they call him Fully Obel.
Beast is on mute. Beast is on mute, so I don't know, he must be doing something in the background, so I couldn't tell you. But he's one of Marvin Hagler's opponents, right?
One of Marvin Hagler's toughest opponents.
Oh, okay. Is that on YouTube?
We gotta go see.
What type of defense?
Fully Obel Mejias.
What type of defense? What type of defense was it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they fought twice.
Oh, okay.
But this guy can punch. This guy could punch, and he was a big, tall, strong, hard-punching middleweight. Just go to YouTube and try to punch.
Mr. Bashir? Mr. Bashir? Yo, you guys are on mute, bruh. Like, you need to come off mute. Yo, score. Nauta, Beats, and Scorsese. What's happening? Am I stuff frozen or something? I'm not too sure.
Yep, Fully Obel Genius. He fought him twice. He fought Hagler. Everyone still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, Mr. Bashir is like, well, you guys, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Bashir. Beats can listening.
Yeah, Fully Obel Genius.
Was a dangerous puncher. And nobody around seems to remember the guy.
I know him. Hagler fought him twice. He was unbeaten. He was a tall guy.
And the second time, Hagler blew him out.
Yep.
But that first fight was a monster.
It was a tough fight. The first fight was tough. It gave Hagler a lot of problems.
Now, can you imagine Fully Obel boxing with Triple G?
That's a tough fight because that's a big middleweight who was fearless. He was fearless, man. He was fearless.
He was a huge middleweight.
Yep. Big middleweight. I remember it. We fought him twice, man.
And Fully Obel came to fight. He came to fight. And he wouldn't back down from nothing and nobody. And he became the junior middleweight champion of the world.
Did he?
Oh, he became the super middleweight champion of the world. Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, he might have won a super middleweight title. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He won the super middleweight title. He moved up and won the super middleweight title.
Yeah, I can't remember who against though, but yeah, I think you are correct. He did go move up to super.
I mean, can you imagine Vinny Briscoe backing down from Triple G?
No way. Them guys never.
Can you imagine Alan Minter, Vito Anafremo? Can you imagine those guys backing away from Triple G?
They would have ended up horizontal though. Alan Minter and Vito was tough though, but I reckon he would have lost though.
But nobody knows. Can Triple G take punches? Can he take punches?
When he takes punches, his face cuts up. It gets cut quite a lot actually, and he's
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Marvin Hagler. If you go down the list and look at the who's who that he fought, those guys came to fight. They didn't come to be in awe of somebody's record. They came there to do all. This last guy, Triple G fought. I looked at the guy coming in the black room, and I could tell anybody else, this guy's not there to fight. I looked at his eyes, and his eyes says, "Listen, man, I don't want to be here. Give me my check and let me get out of here." He didn't show me any enthusiasm that he wanted to be there or that I'm here to win.
Yep. So if the middleweights are fighting, should he move up? Do you think he should move up?
Look, they're more interested with Triple G. They're more interested with Triple G. They're looking at records. They want to hold the record. You know, they want to hold the record for the most knockouts or this or that, but they're not fighting the same caliber of fighter that Bernard Hopkins and Marvin Hagler was fighting. No, they're not.
Nice.
Can you imagine him fighting Carlos Monzon, Nino Benvenuti, Emil Griffith? You know, those guys, he could have did this kind of stuff to them. He'd have been in the fight of his life with those guys.
Thomas Hearns. You know, he would, even if he would have got to Hearns, he would have he'd have been in a serious fight. You'd have to get past that jab. That wasn't easy to do. Even Ray Leonard. Yep.
Well, you know, I like Triple G. Don't mistake me. I like him. But don't stop comparing him to Marvin Hagler. There's no comparison to me. He wasn't in deep like Marvin. Marvin Hagler was in deep damn near every time he got in the ring. Juan Roldan, Tony Simpson. You know, every time Hagler got in that ring, he was in deep.
Yep, Mustafa Hamshaw, all them guys.
Yes, Mustafa Hamshaw.
So he wasn't the favorite every time he went in there. He wasn't the overwhelming favorite. Was he the underdog in some of them fights?
Well,
I think that he was the favorite most of the time. But having said that, they knew that he was in deep end when he got in that ring. In other words, it wasn't just a shutout that you're just going to overtly win, you know?
And they were all mandatories, you know, they were all top mandatories he was fighting as well. Like Roldan, Hamshaw, they were all mandatories. They all, like, I think Roldan, did he beat up James Kinchin to earn his shot, or someone? Who did he beat up? Like, you know, they're beating up contenders like Adam.
Yeah. Everybody is afraid. Everybody's out there hustle money, and nobody's stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, man. That is true.
Yeah, I'm watching this fight with Eddie. Eddie's only trying in the last round, bro. He should have did this from the first round. He ain't tried, bro. Some people, they haven't got it, man. Like Porky, that's why I say, like, you know, Porky fought like a challenger. He fought like he wanted the belt, man, you know. And you know, someone comes in usually with that desire and that heart, they deserve, they should get their award, but boxing, they be cheating in boxing. Like James DeGale was fighting like he had entitlement, I was thinking, because he's down with Al Heyman and stuff, you know.
Yo, I felt that too. Matter of fact, I looked at Eddie Hearn and I was like, every time this motherfucker step in the U.S., his guys get crazy decisions. Look at what's the McDonald? He fought Kameda 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
He got crazy decisions. James DeGale decision over Darrell was too wide to me. Darrell was a wide again. If they would have robbed Jack, I would have just.
Eddie Hearn fighter though. Is James signed to Eddie Hearn?
Eddie Hearn was at the fight. Like I know he was there every time he's fought. And remember, Kell Brook didn't get one warning for all the holding. Like, he didn't get one warning. I don't remember a warning. And I'm just like, every time this dude pop up, there's some strange shit popping off. If they would have robbed Jack, I would be pointing at him like really hard. If they would have robbed Jack, I would have been like, yo, this crazy right here. This guy is gonna fight somebody he already beat for a unification. Yeah, I wouldn't have kept quiet on that.
Yeah, well, the welterweight division is getting ready to heat up, though.
Yeah.
Why you say? Oh, Errol Spence, yeah.
Well, not just Spence, but Sean Porter and Thurman is getting ready to meet. Then you got Danny Garcia moved up. Peterson is moving up. So let's get ready to explode in that welterweight division. It's just a matter who's going to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence reminds me of Pepino Cuevas, just a more polished Pepino Cuevas.
Pepino Cuevas.
More polished than Pepino Cuevas. But they got the same kind of mentality that I'm going to knock you out or you're going to knock me out. So we ain't going to be in there waltzing all night. We're going to fight. So he reminds me of Cuevas in that venue that he's there to do horrific damage to you. Cuevas was like that thing. Cuevas wanted to do horrific damage to whoever he was fighting.
He was
That's why Pepino Cuevas, you find in one fight, he broke somebody's eye socket. He broke somebody's shoulder blade. How do you break somebody's shoulder blade? That's a thick bone.
Yeah.
But Cuevas broke somebody's shoulder blade. He broke an eye socket. He broke jaws. He was always breaking something because he put everything he had on that left foot.
My
sister, if you didn't back.
My sister's boyfriend said that he could punch heavy bags off the hinges and stuff. I don't know. Is that true? You reckon that's true?
What?
They said my sister's boyfriend in the 80s told me that Cuevas could punch a heavy bag off the hinges.
Cuevas was a mean guy.
Yeah.
He was a mean guy.
So how long was his title? How long was his title reign?
He made enough defenses, man. At least 7 or 8.
He had about 13 defenses.
Okay. Who did he win the belt from? And what kind of big name did he have on his record before Hunt?
I don't know. John Spacey. Was it John Spacey?
John A. Tracy.
I don't know who. I can't remember who he went to. But I know that he was one of my favorites because he couldn't box. He was off balance most of the time, but he came straight ahead, and his mission was to knock.
Didn't he knock out Howard Weston, Mr. Finn? Did he knock out Howard Weston?
Yeah, he stopped Weston.
Yeah, I think he stopped Weston.
In a blazing fight, he broke Weston's jaw, broke his eye socket or something, and stopped him. You know?
Wait, was where?
He had fought Benitez twice and lost Benitez twice.
Yeah, it took Hearns a distance as well. Yeah.
He was a powerful welterweight fighter. I don't know how many defenses he had before Hearns knocked him out. But I'm sure he had at least 10 defenses.
He had a lot of defenses, and they were mostly KO victories as well. You know? But,
knockout defenses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pepino Cuevas. But you know what I remember from, because of when I came into, I just remember him, I remember him getting beat up by Duran. Duran gave him a savage beating. A savage beating.
Like I said, Duran gave him a savage beating after Tommy Hearns destroyed him.
Yeah.
But prior to that fight with Hearns, nobody wanted to get in with him. Not Sugar Ray Leonard, not Wolf Benitez, not Roberto Duran. Nobody wanted no parts of Cuevas.
Yep.
Look at the fight before that did. None of those guys came near Cuevas. Even though I think Duran would have beat him at welterweight, I think Leonard would have beat him, and I think Benitez would. They wasn't in a hurry to fight him.
He was a bad man.
The dude was going to get tough fight.
Yep.
I don't know how many defenses he had. I'm anxious to know how many defenses the Pepino Cuevas have and who did he win that time. He was a heck of a welterweight champion.
I'm on box right now, so I'm looking at it now. He won it against Angel Espada. Angel Espada.
Angel Espada is out in Puerto Rico. He fought him 3 times.
It was in Mexico. Angel Espada in Mexico. And yes.
He fought his jaw right.
Yeah, he fought him a few times, like you're saying. Yeah. One in Puerto Rico. Yep, you're right. You're correct. You are. And he TKO'd him in the last fight. The first few were decisions. Yep. Wow, he made 11 defenses. 11 defenses.
11 defenses. Who does that nowadays? Who defends a title 11 times? Outside of Marvin Hagler. Outside of Bernard Hopkins. You know, who stays and defends a title? That's where you find your greatness at. When a guy can make the weight and defend that title and sit in that division at least 7 or 8 defenses before they move up.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this guy, Pepino Cuevas, was a record machine. And who's on that list of fights that he had?
Harold Volksbrett.
Is on there?
Harold Volksbrett, who went on to, didn't he go on to win the title? And I think Breland took it off him. The South African. Angel Espada, Randy Shields, who was a tough contender. That was a unanimous decision because no one really stopped Randy Shields like that. Scott Clark, never heard of him. I've heard of people.
Randy Shields could fight.
Yeah. He gave Hearns a good fight, but Hearns stopped him late. I remember Randy Shields fighting Hearns. Billy Backus, you know Billy Backus. Billy Backus, didn't he beat Montequilla?
Yes, but he beat an old Montequilla.
Yeah. Then he lost the rematch. That was a massive upset, man. It was a massive upset. What's Montequilla? Smooth as butter. What's his name? I can't remember forgetting his name.
Jose Nicholas.
Jose Napoles. Right. Yeah. Take Harold Weston. He got him in 9.
Who beat Jose Napoles? What, that same Pino Cuevas beat Jose Napoles?
No, Billy Backus.
Jose.
Yeah, but Jose was gone then. He was tired.
Yeah, he was finished, but Stracy got to him by that time there. And Clyde Gray, Clyde Gray was Canadian, I believe.
Yeah, Clyde Gray was a good fighter.
Yeah. And he lost before he won the title, he lost to Andy Price. That's the Asian-looking fighter, isn't it? Andy Price. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard. Andy Price.
I like how the welterweight division is shaping up now because it's starting to get exciting. With all those guys in that division, it's starting to get exciting.
Yep.
I like a division looking like that here. You got Porter, you got Thurman, you got Spence, you got Garcia, you got Peterson. All of these guys are shaping that division up really, really nice. That division looks good now, you know. So we should have these guys crisscrossing the map in a minute.
Hopefully so. Once the 147 division gets cracking, it should be good for boxing. It should be really good for boxing.
And Brook too. I forgot Brook. He's in there.
Yep. Brook too.
You know, he's in there. I want to see these fights. These guys, the Arabs and the De La Hoyas and these different people in the Havens, they hold them back fight. I want to see the fights. You know, I think that Stevenson is getting ready to fight another nondescript guy because they can't put the fight together. You know, we got cheated out of good action with Mayweather versus Pacquiao because the promoters couldn't get together. All right? And now the same thing is happening in multi-divisions. Everybody don't want to fight everybody because my promoter said, no, they're mad with your promoter. Instead of letting the people have their extreme fights. I want to see the fact with Stevenson, Kovalev. I want to see that fight more than I want to see the Andre Ward fight. I want Kovalev and Stevenson to get together. You know, you didn't have this kind of stuff going in the old days. You know, Matthew Saad Muhammad, he's the light heavyweight champion, and he made it clear that I am the light heavyweight champion. If you don't believe me, I'll break your face to let you know I am. You know?
Yep. You were the bad man. You were the bad man.
Yes. Matthew Saad Muhammad was a bad man.
Yep. He was one of my earliest memories of boxing because I remember when he beat up John Conte for the title. I mean, like when he actually outpointed him and then he knocked him out in the second fight. You know?
Don't John Conte got a brother named Dave Conte?
I think he does it. I think you could be right. Yeah. Was it? I think that.
I remember Dave Conte being in camp with us. Saad Muhammad's camp.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about him though. I know John. John is one of the best fighters, British fighters, man. John Conte, man, he was good. Liverpool.
How is John Conte doing?
He used to do some punditry work here and there, commentary work. I think he's still doing good. I think he's still around. It'd be good to hear from him more. It would be really good, like if they could bring some of these guys out more to give us their input on boxing, rather than sometimes you watch me throw in some idiot just yapping away and they don't know crap what they're talking about. Because he was quite wise, man. I remember when he was commentating when Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Hasim Rahman. And, you know, he was a wise man. Like, he was quoting from Rudyard Kipling and stuff like that. It was good. It was good to have him there. He's articulate. He was quite sharp, you know, and he was very observant on the boxing, you know. Good to have
I just want to see the people fight. Who's out there. Everybody's trying to take the shortcut. Everybody's trying to make their money, you know, but I want to see some fights, all right? We still don't have a date or location for Alexander Usyk versus Glowacki. I want to see the fight. I'm anxious to see the fight, not just as a trainer, but just to see two guys at the top of their game meet each other as young men and see who the best guy is. You know?
Well, you've got the mandatory slot. You just got to be patient, Mr. Bishop, and you know, be assertive and make sure your guy gets a good deal. And then, you know, it will happen soon, man. It will happen soon in the mandatory slot. So,
yeah, I believe it. I believe it'll happen soon.
What do you think of step-aside money? Like, see you're in the mandatory position where you are now. Like, say if Glowacki's people wanted to fight someone else and, they offered you step-aside. I'm not saying you wouldn't take it, but do you like that stuff there, taking step-aside money?
No, because I think that I don't want to get involved in no step-aside stuff. You know? I think that takes away. I think there's a time and place for everything, and I think that when you take the step-aside money, sometimes it can mess up your momentum.
Yeah.
Usyk doesn't need to fight nobody else. He doesn't need to take any in-between fights. He needs to get down with the guy that's there. We need to get that fight going now. Right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want to wait around. I don't want to wait around anymore. I need to get it while he's young, enthusiastic, you know. I don't want this chip to come and pass in the last, you know, the enthusiasm guy. You know, everything is a
momentum.
You know, everything is a time and a place. You go out there and you try to get something done. Excuse me for 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay. You hear that? Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, you gotta you gotta get on the board. On the board, you got a chance. When you get an opportunity, you get on the board where you can get on. You don't want to stay around, hang around too long, and miss your stop. I've seen that happen a lot of times. You know, I remember Hector Camacho Jr. was the #1 contender, and he never fought for the title. How do you lose your opportunity when you're the #1 contender? You know, this other kid, this Judy Welterweight kid, Imam, whatever his name is, Don King, got out in his last fight, lost his shot, title. He's already the mandatory. How did that happen? Because if people think that I got time, I'm the #1 contender. I got time. I'm the #1 contender. I got time. No, I don't think like that. I think that we need to get this done while we get an opportunity. You know, Blavatsky is a good fighter, a very competitive fighter, strong, young, but I've observed him, and he's got some holes in his armor, and I want to get in there and try to take advantage of that now before they can correct him. You know, I want Usyk to have his day and get in there and try to compete with this guy right now before he gets better. And I think now's a prime time to get it.
Yeah. And see, with the training camp, like, I haven't been in one, right, but I suggest it's all about momentum as well. Like, if somebody can say like, you guys are peaking and you're getting to your peak in the training camp and everything's going well, and let's say Glowacki gets cut and it gets postponed, that must be a downer for your camp, innit? You must have been through stuff like that. What's that like?
Yeah, that would be a setback. Well, we'd have to go ahead and take a fight.
Yeah.
Because I don't want Usyk to wait around. Well, it was up to the promotion anyway, but I would suggest to them to get him a fight, you know, to keep him busy. But nothing too severe, nothing that would be too severe. Something to keep him busy.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I would view the whole thing. You got to stay busy. But I know that some people be saying, oh, you got time, he's young, and this and that. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So you got to live for today. You got to go out and take advantage of the stuff that's apparent. You got a guy like Usyk, you got to go out there and take advantage of why you got it.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, I'm sorry.
See, that happened a lot of times before. You missed the boat. You go out there, you mess around, and you miss the boat, and you never get the opportunity to fight.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Like, people keep saying, we're not going to fight Earl Spence, needs 2 more fights. No, look, if people are saying he's ready and the money's on the table, you should fight the guy. If the money's on the table and you're going to get paid well to feed your family, then, you know.
Who wants to fight Earl Spence in 2 more fights?
Danny Garcia, that's what he came out saying. He needs 2 more fights before he fights him. That's stupid. It's like that.
Yeah, well, he needs to get in there and try to fight now. Right? I like to fight Earl Spence with Danny Garcia. I think it has a good chemistry, has a good look.
Yep.
That fight has a good look, a good chemistry.
Who would you pick in that one?
Earl Spence with just about anybody in the welterweight division is a good look because Spence is going to make something happen. Spence is going to make somebody get on him because he's coming in there like a wrecking machine. The same way Waivers used to do. I'm coming in here to take over. And I know those other guys just saying, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You got other guys from welterweight just say, no, you're not. You know? So, yeah, I expect some good fights going on.
I think people are going to have to start fighting Spence off, man. That's what gonna, like, when he attacks like that, it's hard to finesse him, man. They're going to have to get aggressive and hit him with something to subdue him. He looks like he wants to take your head off, man. Spence fights like he wants to take your head off.
I mean, I was thinking about going back to the junior welterweight division. I just see this man sitting in the ring. I just got it. This guy. Nobody told me this guy was punching that hard. Because Spence was punching him hard.
Yeah, he was awfully hard. Awfully hard. Awfully hard, man. Awfully hard.
He was punching everything. So now, the Thurman fight versus Porter. I'm waiting for that. The welterweight showdown.
We like that match. Everyone likes that matchup. Everyone likes that matchup. Everyone likes that matchup.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup. They have the right chemistry. I think it's a good matchup. Let's do it. That's how I'm feeling. I think they have the chemistry for a good matchup. Let's do the fight. Let's see it. And the fight is in June, right?
Yep. Like post Mayweather, we need matches like that. Like, because when you lose like the guy who's the biggest star, these guys need to establish themselves, man. Take control. Look to establish themselves. Put their name up there, man. Like you say, waiting around is no good. Waiting around is no good. Too much waiting around. You know?
It takes away from the fight.
Yeah, it does. It
takes away. A long time ago, you got to take advantage of the momentum that's on your side, because I've seen those momentums leave and never come back.
Yep. That happened to Andre Ward, man. Like, after he won the Super 6, everyone was saying, why don't you just fight Lucien Bute, tie up all the belts, and now you're in charge of the board? But he didn't take the fight. He was acting a little bit like a diva at the time. You know, he said Bute had to do more after I'd done all this in the Super 6. And then Carl Froch knocked out Bute, who Ward had already beaten. And now Ward lost a lot of momentum when he done that. It was a bad move. Just, you know, bad move. When it's your time, you've got to eat. When you got to the buffet table, you've got to eat all you can.
That's how you have to do. You have got to take advantage of momentum, and I'm big on that. I've learned over the years, do not think that you got time to do that. When the time is good, as momentum is there, you have to take advantage of that time.
Yep. Because all I was thinking at the time is,
I'm not going to play around and just say, oh, he's young, we got time. No. We need to get this down.
Yep.
And be respectful in the things to prepare for. I found out that nothing is a given. Nothing is a given. You have to go out there and earn it. You have to go out there and earn it. You don't earn it, you lose that quick. That's what I appreciate working with this young man all the time, who said he takes everything serious. And he has respect for the game. He has respect for the game. Nothing is a given, and nothing is taken for granted. He's not a boaster. He's not a bragger. He's not arrogant. He's just a cool guy to work with. And easy to teach.
How hungry is he compared to boxers you've had relationships in the past? How hungry would you say he was?
Say that again?
How hungry is Usyk compared to the boxers you've had relationships with or trained before in the past?
Well, he told me that he wants to break the record of Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield took the title off people 12 fights.
Yep.
Usyk wants to take the cruiserweight title with 10 fights.
Wow. That's ambitious.
He has expressed to me on more than one occasion that he wants to take the title, the cruiserweight championship, with 10 fights. He's looking to face off with Glowacki whenever Glowacki is ready. He's looking to face off. And again, that's not a given. You know, it's a tough fight, but I have confidence in this young man that he can rise to the occasion and win that title. I think he can do it.
What did you think of Glowacki against Steve Cunningham, his performance?
I thought Steve made some critical mistakes. his balance was really poor. Those knockdowns were the result of balance punches. It's not so much that maybe the first one was a good shot, but all those other shots were balance shots. A lot of those, he kept going down those balance shots, you know. And he was punching and he was staying there. He wasn't punching and getting out the way of that left hand. You know, so I think he made some mistakes that cost him the fight. You know, some mistakes that cost him. Now he's got to start climbing the ladder again.
Yeah.
Got to get 2 or 3 fights to get back in the mix.
Yep. That's true. That's very true. Very true.
And that's not the easy thing at his age. But Stevie already kid,
you know, the problem is, man, what you're going to have, like, breaking Holly. Okay, you might get the championship before him. Is unifying the belts. Like, it's weird, man. Like, back in the day, like, Holyfield tied up all the belts. He won it in, when did he win it? He won it in 86, and by 88, he had everything tied up. What's the likelihood that if you win that first belt, you're going to get, you know, all 3 fights in 3 years to tie them up? I mean, there's so much litigation and red tape now.
I don't think the guys are going to be that anxious to box with themselves. I don't think that those fights are going to be available to us. I'd like to see it happen, but realistically, I don't think that they're going to do it. I'd be surprised if we can get the WBA and the WBC, you know, IBF titles. If we can line those titles up, I think that that'll be a milestone, you know?
Yeah. Why was it so easy? Like, when I look at that now, why was it so easy for him to get all them unification fights like that? How come there wasn't all this politics and this A-side stuff then? You know, like, I mean, so guys like Ozzy Ocasio, they weren't fancy to beat Holyfield, and they just they put their titles on the line and tried to unify.
Well, you had Ozzy Ocasio,
Carlos De Leon, Ricky Parkey,
and who was the Puerto Rican kid name? Ozzy
Ocasio, Carlos De Leon, Ricky Parkey. There was 3 of them, yeah.
There was another. There was a Puerto Rican champion, that kid from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Carlos De Leon.
Yeah, Carlos De Leon. Those guys believed that they was the champion. That's why the fight was easy to make in the days. Those guys believed in who they were. You come in here, I'm the champion, and they would make it happen. Now you got guys who are promoted over them. You know, don't tell me to fight again and say, look, make the fight. Make the fight. I want to fight, make the fight. But the fighters are hiding behind it from my promoter. Don't. You know, the fighter can come and say, make that fight. The fighters don't say that now. Those guys of yesteryear, Ricky Parkey, De Leon, Ocasio, those guys said, make the fight.
Crazy.
I want to fight, make the fight. And the fight happened. Now, this promoter, that promoter wasn't at the time yet. We can't, the money is right. And this, that's nonsense. Nonsense. You got Kovalev and this guy, Stevenson, all this time on the class. And nobody talks. Years are passing by, and we get the fans being cheated out of what might be a very good fight. Might be a very short fight, but a very good fight.
Well, it's weird how it's working for boxing when you think about it, man. It's like, you know, I mean, don't the promoters worry about legacy? And they don't care about legacy. They're just getting paid now. Because, see, the thing with legacy, what they don't realize is, down the line, people will pay to hear your story. When you getting great battles and trilogies and stuff, you make more money in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys don't want to take those chances. You don't take those chances. I get the impression that Stevenson is right where he's at. I get the impression. I think that this kid, this Rushby kid, Kovalev, I think he don't care. I think Stevenson is satisfied right where he's at, defending against those guys, making his money, and this fight might happen next year. Might. But it don't look like it's going to happen this year.
Well, he offered to fight Andre Ward. Didn't Stevenson, I think he offered to fight Ward. He challenged Ward, I think, recently. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Please. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm sick of Stevenson right now. He's a good puncher, but having said that, that's about all. Nobody's taking chances.
Well, he did call Kovalev out a few. Like he did initiate the first missed opportunity, but when he called out Kovalev and he was supposed to go to first bids, what did Kathy do? She didn't want nothing to do with the first bids.
I would love to see a fight.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to hang out here now.
Yeah, I'm going to clear out as well. It was great to have you here. Great discussion.
Oh, man.
All right. Take care, Mr. Bashir.
Always great to be with you guys.
Peace.
See you later.
All right. Take care, Mr. Bashir. Let's hear what the comment section, the chat section, because I don't have to get up. It's Bank Holiday Monday. So Joshua takes out Hay. Okay, I don't know the last word that says dope-ish. B-Marsh, David Hay ain't going to fight no killers. He's trying to get paid because he still sells tickets. Yes. B-Marsh, Klitschko is going to lose unless he brings the fight to Fury. He goes on to say Shannon Briggs' opponent is better than David Hay's opponent on the 21st. Who's he fight? Who's Shannon Briggs fighting again? Shannon Briggs is fighting. I can't remember who he's fighting. I'll look it up in a minute. Dope-ish. Joshua sparks Hay out. Too big, too strong. He walks him down with the jab, lands the right, game over. Exactly. Look, all the Hay's going to do is stall for time. That's all he can do, is stall for time. See, people are talking about, Hay's power. If you're heavyweight, and you want to land power shots, you saw Jared Washington fight yesterday, you got to be prepared to trade to land power shots in the heavyweight division. That means Hayes going to have to come off the balls in his foot, look at Joshua in the face, slip his shots, and work him. Is he going to do that? You think he's going to? No. He's going to run. He's going to run. That's what he's going to do. Yeah?
Yep.
That's what he's going to do. You got to come off the balls of your feet, man. If you want to hit heavyweight, you got to come off the balls of your feet. And you got to prepare to take one, to land one sometimes. It's a bit crazy,
True, man.
Yeah. I mean, you need courage to knock out them guys there. You need courage. You need to be like, you're at Joshua staring in your face and you are knocking him. You're a brave man. I mean, that takes fortitude. Say, I ain't scared. You got to be one of them fearless. You got to be a listening dude. You know what I mean? Like someone like Cowie wouldn't be afraid of him. Though he probably wouldn't have the power. He wouldn't be scared.
Yeah.
That man don't have fear. He's scared, man. Scared. The scared boxers, man. Man was scared. Vlad's not aggressive. He was scared. If Vlad intimidates you, then Anthony Joshua terrifies you.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Big guys, man. Big guys, like, especially like, you see if Jared Washington got aggressive. If he was to put like an aggressive mindset in Jared Washington, I'm not saying he'd be a killer, but Eddie would have flipping. We've been fighting for survival, bro. You know what I mean?
That's it, mate. I'm done, mate. I'm off. I'm going to sleep, mate. I had a busy day, man. Alright, good hanging.
Take care, man. Take care.
Alright, man.
right, peace. Yeah, man.
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat bump, the legend.